Yeah, we're live. Hey there, everybody.
We're live.
Welcome to Modern Doom Speedrunning. I am your runner, MuteD6, sometimes with an underscore. You can call me Mute, and I am joined by three lovely commentators. If you would like to introduce yourselves, starting with Retro.
Hello, my name is Rytro with an underscore. I am a Doom Eternal / Doom 2016 / whatever FPS I want speedrunner and content creator, and I am very excited for Mute's run today because Doom Eternal 100% is what got me into speedrunning, so very excited to see how Mute will destroy this.
Nice. I am Kovac. I'm an old Quake pro. I'm the Aim Trainer developer, and Doom Eternal 100% Nightmare is a huge inspiration for me. I've been learning this route. I love this game. I love talking about it, and Mute is going to do an excellent job showcasing it, so I can't wait.
Oh, y'all are way too nice. And finally,
Hi, my name is Meta. I am a Doom speedrunner, but I also do a lot of different variety FPS and movement stuff. I started with Doom Eternal Unrestricted, and then I moved into Restricted. I've never run 100% because it is absolutely daunting. And so yeah, I don't think I've actually sat down and watched a full 100% run, so I am super excited. I'll be watching along with you guys today, so yeah. Good luck, Mute.
Mute,
Mute, before you begin and get it back to you, why default Slayer skin? Come on, dude.
Well, I am a long-time Eternal speedrunner. I've been here since 2020, since the game launched, essentially. And every time you up patch, down patch, change a patch, do anything, it always changes. So I just like to rock the classic. You all know me as the classic Slayer skin.
No Doomicorn?
I can't believe it. No Doomicorn. Did not have Twitch Prime.
Yeah, did not. But, okay. First of all, before we start, I want to get everybody's energy in here. So, I want to ask all of you, even you, Twitch chat, you can answer as well. Just shout it in chat. I'm wondering, what is your favorite Doom game? If your favorite Doom game is one of the classic Doom games, say yeah. Okay. All right. If your favorite Doom game is 2016, say yeah.
Yeah!
If your favorite Doom game is Doom Eternal, say yeah.
Yeah! Also, yeah!
If your favorite Doom game is Doom 3, say yeah.
Okay, we got one! We got one!
I didn't think there'd be a lot of people.
Kid, what if Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods DLCs is your favorite game? Say yeah. Yeah! Oh, okay, I'm alone.
Oh, I saw one person stand up. I thought they were going to do it.
I didn't
Gosh,
think so.
darn. Okay, well,
So we love Doom here. We love Doom Eternal.
Doom.
And yeah, let's get started. We're going to play on Nightmare. Essentially, this category is the 100% category. What that means is we have to upgrade everything, collect everything in the restricted rule set. Meaning, basically, it's just there's no big glitches, no going through walls, no going super high, crazy stuff across boundaries. You'll get the point. It's just normal, restricted stuff.
and 7 very game-breaking glitches on top of that are banned as well, which we might get into if there's a dull point, just for fun trivia.
And you'll be running the Ultra Nightmare route, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing the Ultra Nightmare route, so that means no reloads, no nothing.
So,
and let's get started. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, now.
Good luck. Good luck, Mute. You got this.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to start this off, and he's going to get Sticky Bombs as his first weapon mod coming up here, and
Yeah,
we're gonna see.
I don't know about you guys. I'm such a Hell on Earth enthusiast. It's my favorite level. It's my most played by far.
Yeah.
I despise you.
Such a good level, full of absolute caked-up RNG.
I think that the tricky thing about this game is just so much movement opens up as you play through it, but in the beginning game, you just don't have many options, and it's actually hard.
Okay, the weird part about that is, even though your options are super limited, you actually still have, a huge amount of depth,
It's still
which is
way more than
great.
2016.
2016, you have to wait until you get the Gauss rifle to really, explore your full movement possibilities. Doom Eternal, you're given so much off the bat. This encounter in Barge is historical for resetting runs.
To Barge.
Oh, yes.
I have probably over 20,000 attempts here. I'm not even kidding. It's full RNG. Whether it's fast or slow depends on, like if you see anybody. Is there anybody at home? All right, there's 2 more.
Unless you're like me, and then it's a 100% chance of being slow.
Yeah,
so.
Mute would have reset that on any viable run, but because we are just showcasing that, we'll just take the RNG and call that. One important thing you'll see Mute do is a tech called lurch hops, which is like bunny hops on crack. We
call it ABH.
So ABH, accelerated B hops, or lurch hops, whatever your preferred term. Basically, if you jump during this little bob animation after you land, you actually gain a little bit of speed because that bob is an actual effect to the character model. But
And importantly, you don't gain any speed if you jump on the very first frame like that.
Yeah.
He would have gained a lot more speed if he jumped a frame later.
he was
So-
too good at timing. Okay, we're about to see something called a punch boost. Let's see, Mute. Do you get it? Learn that zombie over. Oh,
Hey,
Nice.
onto
Beautiful.
And
the bench.
get the bench. And
Hey!
Wow.
perfect
okay.
boost.
If
Perfect.
anyone wonders how B-Hops works, well, for the nerds out there, first rank, you maintain all airborne properties. Second, until the end of the lurch animation, you convert all remaining vertical momentum into horizontal momentum.
So yeah, you want to jump during the lurch sometime after the first frame. It doesn't matter which, although it will depending on which frame you get, will vary the speed you get. However, it will always increase your speed, which is a good thing for speedrunning. Oh,
I'm scared.
Are
you scared?
Can I try it? Can I try it?
5 health in a
can't.
dream.
You got
5
it,
health
you
in a
got
dream.
it.
You got it.
Unfortunately, I went for it. I went
Only
for it.
death of the run.
For people who don't know what Mute was about to do there, they were going to do actually an any percent strat that is super risky, especially when you're 5 HP, but they just got all the collectibles, so maybe they can showcase it off now. Let's see if they get it.
Oh, nice.
And
No!
close,
The
close.
FPS, it wasn't enough. That's fine.
Yeah. For people who are wondering, that was another punch boost. Wait, jump.
Nice.
Got
Nice.
it. That is
deceptively hard.
Yeah, that is a trick that I put it as. It is very simple but complicated to learn. As soon as you learn it, it's kind of like riding a bike.
I've never. hit it
I
once.
still mess it up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never quite learned it either, but I don't run this game anymore.
Don't
so.
fail me, B-Hops.
All right, so
All
the
right.
fight that's coming up is rather difficult. The enemy can spawn a lot of different areas. He's going to be looking
Wait,
all over
another
the
punch
place.
boost?
Yeah, this is my favorite punch.
Oh yeah, they added a gate there, and then they forgot to remove the hitbox, so there's forever collision there now. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice. Good time save.
Yeah, so like there was supposed to be a cracked wall that you punch through, and this hitbox is still active even though it doesn't
Oh,
exist.
is that why that works? I did
Yeah.
not know that.
It was like early in a beta build or something. Here, because this is just a bunch of combat, we'll get into specifics of it later,
So much
but
collateral.
I want to kind of touch on why punch boosting works. Basically, there's a mechanic called
That was so fast.
That was really good.
That was fast as hell.
That is nice.
Clean.
So there's a mechanic in this game called melee lunge. Basically, if you
Oh.
that arachnotron.
No corn warp. That's fine.
That was a little.
Yeah. So melee lunge works as like a quality of life feature. If you are not close enough to an enemy to punch it or a punchable surface to punch it, the game will be very nice and be like, we'll give you some speed so that you make it to make you feel good inside. And we abuse that basically by interrupting the punch so we don't make contact with whatever the punchable surface is. So we get to keep that speed and redirect it for a bunch of stuff, like hopefully now. Yeah.
Oh, that was fast.
Good timing, Mute.
Thank
wow.
you. I don't
Dude.
even get those in real runs.
Did we?
I've
practice
never
this?
seen that one. Yeah.
There's a big range of speed you can get on those. Sometimes it's like, okay, but that was really good.
So more bunny hops into probably the biggest combat encounter of the level. This is dangerous when first learning, but it is pretty darn consistent if you get it down.
What?
Kako.
Unlucky.
Unfortunately, that Kako played CSGO.
Yep. Aim
Man.
is very good there.
Yeah, they are really sniping you these days.
Oh yeah.
I'm noticing, like a lot of weird shots. I don't know. I'm not a nightmare player.
Oh yeah, the enemies are just relentless on this difficulty.
They will, even if you do everything perfect, sometimes Doom Eternal can just say no, and you gotta live with that.
Does Eternal have fastballs still?
Not in the same way Doom 2016 has them.
For context, for anyone who doesn't know, Doom 2016 has the imps in that game have an attack which is labeled in the code as fastball, and essentially it's the only like hit scan attack, and so you just cannot dodge it.
Hold on one second. That shot in
Hey, I hit it.
in the orange wall was actually sexy, and you got it.
I pre-fired that, and it worked. I'm gonna say. Let's
Oh.
see. There's one guy left. Here you are.
I can tell you're warming up now.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying my best. I'm just saying. I'm working with what I got, and it's going well.
Yeah, Mute here is just trying to kill all the demons that will progress the wave, like these arachnotrons and fodder demons, which, if after that one, all should be good, and the portal... No!
Who's left?
One
Did you
left,
kill
one
it?
left.
Who's left?
He's
Oh,
dead.
Oh, what? Where did that guy
The
go?
last stick he killed it, I saw it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
it did? Wow. You can spot that?
Kovac has
I
some
saw
good
the hits,
vision.
the tracer, the mark.
Oh, you're not the only
Hit
one wearing
markers.
glasses. I
That
don't know how I
Kovac
didn't see
vision.
that. So Hell on Earth is over. Let's see. We're just getting some extra collectibles. We're going to make sure it's 100% final 2 collectibles. So essentially, you may have noticed that I do some tech with PBs, essentially allowing me to indefinitely shoot without cooldown. And does anyone want to explain how that works?
PB's Precision Bolt, by the way, the mod on the heavy cannon here.
We're speedrunners.
Yeah.
We don't have time to pronounce words.
So he's zooming in to shoot the precision bolt, and as long as you just like have the right click held for a split second before you shoot, it'll do it, even if it's not fully scoped in. And then after that, he punches and he reselects the weapon, which resets the cooldown on the shot, because normally it's like a 1.5 seconds cooldown
Yeah.
before you can use it again.
Yeah, there's a mechanic in this game called hot swapping, where basically if you swap to a weapon, the cooldown of your previous weapon will be reset, and for some reason, your fist is considered a weapon.
Right.
So basically, if you punch and then swap back to the heavy cannon during that animation, you will just get free precision bolts way faster than you should.
Zoom, shoot, punch.
Tricking the game into
Heavy
thinking
cannon.
it's pulling out a new weapon when it's actually the old weapon.
Mute, during this movement section coming
Yes.
up, would you mind explaining why you keep looking at the ground?
Oh, yes, yeah. So you can see on the top right corner, that's my little FPS bar. Right now it says 250, but it doesn't always do that. And also, there's some weird inconsistency with the frames. So when I look down, it's me making sure that other parts of the world aren't loaded. And by doing that, I can essentially make the FPS go as high as I possibly can make it without doing some extra manipulation. Oh.
Here's another fun
I always
combat
thought it was
encounter.
like
Look
a
at this
timing
Kako.
thing.
Look at this Kako. Trust me. There we go.
Perfect timing.
1.1.
Yeah, for people who don't know, this game has a failsafe to where if an enemy doesn't have pathing, like if it's stuck in an area where it doesn't, it'll just kill the enemy after a few seconds to prevent anything from going wrong. And that's exactly what happens to that Kako. We
Nice
stand in the
Mihawk.
spot so that it stays out of pathing. All right, first rune.
Air control, the best rune, the only rune that you should be getting.
Movement gets so much easier now.
Oh my god, yeah. Actually, I'm going to lower my monitor so I can see you guys better.
The
Oh,
best
there we go.
rune in Eternal, and I mean, debatably, the worst one in 2016.
Oh my god.
For 100%, yes, agreed. Unfortunately, 2016 just doesn't have the amount of movement tech so that, air control combat is, how do I say, more difficult. Yeah, Mute's just, you can see, he's just an expert of combat. That Hell Knight, barely spawned in first. Oh,
What was that?
I think it
Never
barely
seen-
tickled the wall.
Never seen that before. Ah, I said the line.
The marathon line. Okay, Mute is actually keeping this first Kako alive because it's not required to possess the encounter, so why waste time killing it? And if Mute's going to go for a super special thing on this Arachnotron over here after killing some imps, let's see if he gets it. And punch.
Oh, nice.
He barely touched the door. That's still fast, though.
Still pretty good.
All right, we're coming up on Blender. Oh, Blender.
Blender is the most
So-
fun room. It can do absolutely the wildest things to you. It can teleport you to places you didn't even know existed in the game.
So yeah, that slant counts as a floor, so you can just jump up it if
Some-
you do it right.
Sometimes when
blended.
you get hit by those spinning things, they just send you absolutely flying.
You can see it takes a little finessing to get yourself up there, depending on a lot of things actually. But you can also ride these things very easy. That's I think how they intended you to do it. But
Okay, we just got the dash power up. Oh my goodness, the
this
dash.
is the greatest thing to ever exist in the game.
Kovac, do you just want to scratch the surface on what the dash lets Mute do?
Wow, how are you
Yes.
getting so much speed right now?
Yeah,
What
so
is
the,
going
the
on?
dash usually it changes it so that you're running at about 3 times your normal speed for a split second. But if you hit into a wall at 45 degrees or so, then you'll keep a fraction of that, about half of it, and it'll just let you keep that and run with it. So we dash into walls, but it doesn't work on every wall. It's all over the place.
Can
But-
you stack it, or?
No, because it sets
Okay.
your speed.
Yeah, because
But-
dash resets your speed.
Right.
But on the other hand, once we get Ballista, we'll be able to chain it, so we'll get
Oh,
the
yeah.
initial dash and then Ballista
It's gonna
afterwards.
get so fast.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
5 shadowing. Let's see what I can do here.
Oh, are you gonna go for the punch boost?
Oh, of course I am.
yeah.
You
Okay,
know
watch.
me.
Yeah, get it.
Oh,
Okay, still good.
close
Still
enough.
good. That still saves time. Oh,
Yeah,
are
all these punch boosts off of corpses I've not seen before.
It's very
It's
fun
really
when you
cool.
can get it right.
Mute, just quick question. Do you
Oh, yeah.
do you bozo dash anywhere in the run?
Not anymore. I mean,
Dang.
That's certain.
there's no real place to
That
do
is
it
an
in.
actual tech name, people. I swear I'm not
Yeah.
making that up.
Nice headshot.
Thank you.
Okay, one thing that will become very apparent for this next encounter, so I'll explain it so that you have time. And you saw just one instance of there's this thing called sticky crits. Basically, how the sticky bomb functions in this game is you might think oh, if a sticky bomb hits a head, it'll do critical damage. Yes, that is the case, but it's not just the sticky. If any weapon hits a critical spot, you'll do critical damage. So Mute will basically fire a sticky bomb, use the flame belch to basically in a
Jump,
big cone
dash,
AoE.
dash,
Oh,
jump. Thank you, Tilia.
Yep, nice. One up for safety. And basically, the flame belch's AoE is so big, it's guaranteed to hit the head and thus make the the stickies crit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so the
weird
sticky
depths.
bombs have like a single flag for whether it's going to do critical damage or not. It's a global flag, not per sticky. So if you shoot and then it collides with something and it's
Side
a
boost.
headshot and then you shoot another sticky before it explodes, it gets rid of the crit state. So if you're firing too quickly, you might be doing less damage.
And that tech is actually super important for this upcoming encounter where sticky crits will be used as basically as flame belches on cooldown. Oh, cool wall dash movement. This is one of my few strats and contributions to 100%. Yes, that routing. It's such a small thing, but I love it. Another wall dash. Bouncing
Actually,
in.
you think we would break the turret, but we don't. The reason is we can do a lot of. Here, could you come here, please? Okay. Let me-
Oh, you're about to see another tech called yeet blasting. We'll just let you watch and then we'll explain it
Bam.
like that.
Absolutely
Dead
ruined.
spider.
Okay, so yeet blasting basically works by, yes, I did say yeet blasting, not heat blasting. Basically, if you swap weapons as you fire the heat blast, the game will get confused in the bring away animation, so it will want to heat blast every, like, basically on cooldown, and you can get it up to 3 to 4 times if you do it optimally. And
I just got a
Oh
4
my
times.
god.
And Mute is obviously a master of it because, gosh darn it, that Arachnotron instantly
Just
died.
obliterate it. It's so fast as well. It's so nice. It's so easy to do. I'm not sure what happened in the code, but if you just swap weapons in time, so much more damage just for free. Very nice. Can I get this nice? Very
I am
One-
learning so much right now.
Yeah, one thing you'll see. Actually, wait, hold on. Well, I'll hold on with this because this secret encounter is pretty fun. There's just a bunch of lost souls and barrels, but as you gets out of it, barely missed that dash boost, unfortunate. But there's a
that's a
backup.
clean backup. Yeah.
There's always backups. Let's see if I can
Yeah.
get
That's the
this.
thing with
Oh.
these longer
Ooh, that's a dangerous
categories.
one.
That's the thing
Oh.
with these longer categories.
I have a nice lineup for that. I'll show you something later,
All
Mute.
right.
Live tips here on stream.
Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't hit that B-hop. That's fine. There's a
But
back
yeah.
one right here. Oh.
But yeah, as Eternal, 100% is an hour and 40-minute category if you're paying at world record. Those little backups when you mess up are instrumental in getting a good time. There are runners who can nail backups consistently. And now we got the great skip coming up here called Weaver.
That's
Unfortunate.
no big.
That's fine.
Oh, hello.
Someone's still alive.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, so Mute will do a specific lineup for a dash boost into a punch boost, and if he gets it just right,
Looks good.
No way.
Oh!
Keep trying. Keep trying.
going.
No, too low.
Go again. Go.
Again?
Okay, low checkpoint.
It didn't quite work,
You
that's
need
fine.
to show it for the audience.
No, the game crashed.
Oh no!
No, loading menu crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doom
That's a good
Eternal
one.
is a game, people. Unfortunately, it crashes a bit. Just stick with us for a quick second.
Wow, massive as a 45 hours.
3,794 hours. by
Yeah,
the way.
almost 4,000 hours. I mean,
So, in case you're wondering how to get this good, just put almost 4,000 hours into the game.
Sounds about
It's just
right.
that simple.
oh, we load in pretty fast. That's all right. Let's try to skip again because if you get it, it's really nice. It's very cool.
It is one of the best skips in the run, if you ask me, just from a technical perspective. Like, look this at lineup, special
That
stats
looks
on the
very
wall.
specific.
That's okay. I'll try again.
Third time's
Okay.
a charm.
Third
Third
time's
time's
a
the charm. We got this. We got this.
I don't think I'm doing the lineup wrong, am I?
No, you're getting it pretty right. It's just the spiders are moving a little bit off to the wrong side.
Unfortunate. Let's try again.
There we go.
are. And he
Through the
sneaks
invisible
right
wall.
in. Yeah, he sneaks right in between the invisible wall and collision to just skip that encounter right out, which honestly is just like a couple fodder
Oh.
demons and Arachnotron.
We should probably raise the point that he did skip an encounter, but it wasn't like a tracked combat encounter. So if you were to complete this game and look at a save file afterwards, it looks identical to whether you did that or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it
and
doesn't
that's
give
what's
you weapon
important for
points.
100%.
But
Yeah.
why don't
Yeah.
you kill all the demons?
That'd be a different category. Feel free to make your own rules for
Shout
that
outs,
one.
shout outs to Dax, who runs that for fun. He's a
Just for
good
the
member
funsies.
of the Doom community.
There are
Oh.
certain things that you couldn't even track because it's like infinitely respawning, though, right? Like you couldn't-
Yeah.
Depending. I believe they
Come
do
on.
the category rules of every
All right,
demon
you know what?
possibly dead that,
Zai boosts.
that doesn't despawn. Okay, one dash boost up to the Slayer. Oh, just
Oh,
barely
that
missed
was
it.
Oh, that was
I'm not
cool.
joking that some of these boosts are so hardware / frame rate dependent / lineup that all
What-
these
what?
small
What happened to
like
me?
differences between Mute's PC at home, yeah, might just be worth it just to bite the bullet so you can showcase it. But yeah, all these small differences in hardware and all that stuff makes it very different to play. And
Oh, no dashes.
That's
Oh,
unfortunate. At least I
unfortunate.
can set this up. You guys know how that looks. That's fine. I'll just set this up.
Yeah,
okay, now
there we
let's-
go.
There you go. You saw both dash
Alright.
boosts now.
So we're moving into the Slayer Gate, and for anybody who played this game on Nightmare the first time, you probably died in this many, many times.
I know I did.
I've
My
watched
ego
people try
wouldn't
to-
let me.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's even harder speedrunning this. It gets so hard because you're trying to do it quickly, and if you kill everything fast enough, the gate ends early. There are a number of gates like this in this game, so he's just murdering things as quickly as he can, and he's trying to get the heavy demons to spawn. And once the heavy demons spawn, if all of them are dead, as well as all the fodder are dead at the same time, then the gate ends. And he's going to use a trick. See that Revenant just spawned? He's going to die out of bounds. So now clean up on the fodder.
Yeah, very small thing about that part. Like, Mute was standing at a specific spot, looking at a specific angle to manipulate the spawn of that Revenant.
Another Revenant spawned out of bounds. This might work. This might work. Oh, another wave of fodder. Maybe not.
Are we good? There's
Dude,
just
these
a Revenant
timers.
over the...
Oh.
So that's still an early gate. Still an early
Okay.
gate.
Yeah, there could have been another Revenant into a Death Knight
Yeah.
into a Revenant.
For people
Dreadnought.
wondering exactly how that works, the clear condition for that encounter that teleports you out of it is all enemies are dead. So if you kill all enemies in Wave 2 before Wave 3 spawns, the encounter ends early.
Okay.
And there's also a tech that I didn't actually get. If you can actually get warp
Ooh,
back
nice.
into it. Nice. nice different tech.
Oh, that's so
Beautiful.
sexy.
I
Warp
love that
back
one.
into
I
the
found
Slayer
that.
Gate if you dash twice and get a foreshadowing is a literary device. A fade in boost. All right, let's get this trick. See if this works.
Chain hop, chain hop, chain hop, chain hop,
Vertical
chain hop, chain
Make sure
hop.
it's vertical.
Vertical.
Beautiful,
Bunny hop, bunny hop.
Beauty. Hey, we made
Monkey bars, am I right? Oh my god!
The saddest thing.
Gorgeous!
My eardrums.
Sorry.
it. Our eardrums.
This is such a hard level to get through in the speedrun.
Nice RNG. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's the fight. Island is done.
Yo,
Island is done.
That was such a good island.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I know.
That
We were,
was so
we were
fast.
still recovering from our eardrums. So,
Yeah.
What eardrums?
eardrums are merely suggestions.
So now we're going to have basically a minute and 40-ish just to look at stuff, just to hang around. We're
We got
going
the
down an
Ripatorium.
elevator.
Yeah, we are going to be introduced to the Ripatorium, which is basically the, hey, in between levels, do you just want to shoot stuff? Like, go here. And we are required to visit it at least once, and this is the section.
Yep.
I have never used it outside of when I was required to.
Let's do some RNG minute, shall we?
I used it at the end of the game just to see what they would spawn in. Oh,
5,
hold on.
6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see my lurch animation. Which one is it? Oh, that's some good RNG right there.
Yeah, for some reason you can just do single jumps on like that plane of right at top of the elevator, and we don't necessarily know why. We think they just left in like a ramp jump or plane there or
Yeah,
whatever.
There's something there.
But yeah, we're going to get into the Ripatorium. Mute is going to stand at a very specific spot after the initial things. All spawns in this encounter are RNG, so Mute is just going to sit in this corner, let enemies come to him, and just use that constant precision bolt punch swapping and sticky bombs to kill as many things as possible.
So now it's basically just Kovac's aim trainer, and there we go. Don't even have to pay for it, I'm just saying.
Yeah, just play Ripatorium.
Oops. And it's the fade and boost. Foreshadowing failed.
Oh yeah, one thing I guess we'll explain because it's the Ripatorium, after speed grabbing some collectibles. Fade and boost are another like way of dash canceling, so to say. Basically, if you dash into a fade and boost, basically the teleport will remove your dash state. So, you know, dash, you speed up, dash speed for a little bit, slow down, and it cuts your dash speed off right in the middle, so you never slow down. And it's there's so much dash tech in this game.
Yeah, so many ways to keep that dash speed without dropping it.
All right, we're moving on to everyone's favorite level, unequivocally.
You guys like snow? You guys like snowy tundra? Yeah?
Cultist base
Alright.
is
I'm from
really
Canada.
cool.
You're going
so
to
I
love
kinda
this
have
level
to.
then.
This level, I have no problem with.
Oh god.
That was a nice cold joke.
What? Stop.
Okay, big milk.
Ooh.
Gets
Yeah,
it, gets
clean.
it. Basically, okay, there's this technique in this game called trimping, where if you hit a ramp close enough, you'll bounce off it, kind of like a reflection style, and that's exactly what happened there off that bone. Level challenges get introduced. Oh, good yeet
Nice.
blast. Oh, and that dash. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Dude.
Shoutouts Nova.
Thank you,
well,
Nova.
Yeah, that's
Nova is a prolific
found out like a week ago.
movement router, any percent runner. The dude just has like some of the cleanest movement you'll ever see in this game.
Oh, it's so
Yeet
good.
blast.
4 times.
Mute, I don't think has missed gotten a single 3. It's all been 4s.
Yeah, they've been really good. I think you got one more Yeet Blast left before you're going to stop using that tech. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as we get the rocket launcher, it's just that Yeet Blasting just falls off in effectiveness, because why charge up a Heat Blast, waste some plasma ammo when you can just shoot a rocket in its face, right?
Also, we unlock Hot Swapper, which means that the weapon animation goes shorter, and you only get 2 blasts of Heat Blast off if you try to
Oh,
do
I
it
thought it was
again.
3 times.
I think 3 is frame perfect. 2 is like you know what you'll
Very
get
common.
if you get most of it.
I see. All right, let's get into this fight. It's going to be very fun.
Oh,
Let's-
that the small things
Nice.
like a dash
I love that
boost
shot.
when falling off is so great.
And the last Yeet Blast? Oh. I was
That's
hoping
a
for
two. I
the
can't
last
even-
4.
It's so fast.
I
can't
don't
count.
think you equipped it, did you?
I did. Let's check. I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
just
I
didn't
didn't
make
even
a
see the
sound.
animation. Damn.
Yeah, just some fast menuing. Make it over here. Gonna
All
do
right,
some wall
here's a
dashes.
very scary hallway.
This hallway of death we used to name it, but now that we have wall dashes, it's gotten a lot easier.
Yeah.
Our movement has gotten better. Here's a banana punch boost. It's called banana because you move in the shape of a banana like this.
Like we would go into more detail. Yes.
Oh, that's the thing that you guys like? I'll do more of that then.
More punch boosts. More
Oh.
punch boosts.
They are pretty awesome, I will say.
If you like punch boosts, do yourself a favor. Look up.
Oh my god.
Why did
Rocket to the face.
that? I was so scared for you. If you like punch boosts, I highly recommend you check out a limited run, which is our in-between glitches category. We have all glitches allowed, restricted, which is basically no major glitches allowed, and then we have a middle category called limited.
Honestly,
where you can see the
limited.
same.
Limited is like just as broken. It just
What?
has more variety.
Yeah.
It's not one glitch. It's all glitches.
Yeah, instead of like the very broken tech like slow boosting and zips, you punch boost everywhere. It's great. All right,
Alright.
moving on. We're introduced to our favorite snake in the game, the Whippy.
Oh.
Oh, I see you taking all these rockets to the face, and I am screaming internally.
It's okay, I'm doing them on purpose. Just to give the demons a chance.
Are you sure?
Of course.
I don't know if I believe you.
Why wouldn't you believe me? Let's see, that's it. Yep.
Okay, one
Quick little
small
360 chainsaw.
One small thing, when you glory kill or chainsaw an enemy, glory killing will have the enemy die, as far as the game's concerned, at the end of the animation. Chainsawing kills an enemy at the beginning of the animation. So whenever an encounter's about the end, a common strategy Mute will do is chainsaw the last enemy so that he effectively gets the chainsaw for free while the door is opening, unlocking, or something other.
Dude, I feel like I should have like a notepad. Like,
Man, if
You
we,
have-
oops.
yeah,
if
you
we
have a-
actually wanted to commentate on like everything that's important to this run, then watching
would-
this 2-hour run would take like 10 hours. at
We
least.
have a tutorial on the series. It's 6 hours long, just to give you a reference on how much stuff there is in this game. It's so
And we
long.
actually, fun fact, during that tutorial series we made on 100%, we actually found a new strat during it that confused all of us, and
Oh.
it was fantastic.
It was so funny.
If for people wondering what this is, like any percent run basically is a flight sim of this game. Oh, by the way, just awesome optimized combat. And 100% unrestricted, which is basically all glitches allowed, but the version of this category, you have to play it as a flight sim and a first-person shooter at the same time. And a great community member, Undeceiver, made a full task of it, clocking in just under an hour and 20 minutes. Wow. I highly recommend you
Oh,
pick it
cut
up.
speed, by the way. I dashed before the cutscene. Now it doesn't end. Now that my speed, it's just, I'm fast.
Yeah,
What can I say?
same property of Fade-In boosts. Entering a cutscene removes your dash state, so you don't slow down. And Mute just did that right in the air, going straight to there. And now, small elevator. Are we going to see some Moroccan spice chicken with toasted
Oh yeah,
vegetables?
this skip named by me. I stole the naming process from Drake. A Moroccan spiced chicken with toasted vegetables is the name. I'm not kidding. It's a great name.
is there
Any
a thought
dabbers?
process
Hey,
behind
dabber.
that, or
It's a food.
It's,
That's
it's
it.
great food. It's
a
delicious.
food.
Actually,
it is a food.
We like to name strats after food. Don't ask me why.
It's great. I mean,
I named a
it's great.
strat cord
So
fritters.
this is going to be a precise punch boost.
Woo.
There we
wow.
are. Get it. Skipping an elevator section.
Wow. Okay.
All right, now are we going to see a good pit fight? This encounter
Oh.
was so
Right,
hard
Joe.
casually.
Oh, you're doing the new strategy, aren't you?
Are you up to the date with with
Wait,
the
is
new
there a
strat?
new pit strategy?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen this in a while.
You
I'm
haven't?
certainly not
You're gonna
up
love
to
it.
date.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Oh,
The cure
are
for
you doing it?
everything.
He's doing
I'm
it.
doing it.
Okay.
He's starting
So-
the secret encounter with Pit at the same time.
So for those
Oh.
who don't know, he did a type of dash boost called an edge boost, which is basically just dashing on a ledge and then canceling your dash via that.
37 FPS, 2 scrolls. The cure for everything in life. That's all you need.
Out of context, that's so weird, but yeah, he's basically doubling up a secret encounter and the pit fight all at the same time. And because he skipped it, there's no damaging walls. And it actually makes this fight a little safer, but this fight is still difficult.
But you also have 2 times the enemies, so...
Yeah, well, not now. Secret encounter's over. Mute just killed him that darn quick. Arachnotron just clipping into a wall. This is restricted, sir.
How dare you?
This is invalid because of you. How dare. We must now get revenge on every Arachnotron.
Oh, wow, that guy was close to my face.
Those enemies are called cue balls. They're scattered across several arenas. Basically, you shoot at them, and they'll go and deal massive damage to whatever enemy did. And Mute used that to full effectiveness there.
Let's see if I could... So there's this very, very old concept that you could skip event... sorry, let me just upgrade real fast. You could skip this very, very long elevator. I think it's about 8 seconds. And this cycle has been deemed this cycle. Oh!
Nice.
I made this.
Nice.
And it's a very, very legendary one that eventually we found how to skip.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see if I could do it.
Yeah, it was theorized in the days of Zai, shoutouts to Zai, Hundo Runner, and
greatest
Mute
of
was
all
able
time.
to find out a lot of movement in order to get it to work. He will actually hit a death plane from
Nice.
beneath the ground, then kill this Revenant,
Hey!
get that Revenant, and he gets
clean.
it perfectly, made the
Nice,
cycle.
dude.
That is so difficult to do in theory.
Extremely hard.
Yeah, I've only made that like 3 times so far. It's just awful.
I never even, back when I ran this, I never even attempted to go for it. It was just such above my skill ceiling.
I have never even seen
All right,
this.
all right. So you guys know Steven? This little guy?
Yeah, this is
You guys know
Steven.
him?
Now we're Steven.
Now we're Steven.
Oh, we lost a rock. That was weird.
Okay, now I got a question for the crowd as we do this Revenant section. Do we spare or kill Steven?
All right. Kill, spare.
Raise your hand for spare.
Uh-oh.
Raise your hand
raise your
for
for
kill.
Okay,
Oh.
I mean, yeah, there we go.
Steven's dead.
Well, Mute, I guess it's time to get even Stevens with him.
You're on.
Oh, God.
I'm a 2000s kid. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, so basically, Mute will just kill all these enemies as they spawn. We'll get it exactly how encounters work, you know, after we explain some more of the fundamentals. But just suffice it to say, it's a lot of memorization, and Mute is just executing this perfectly.
Let's see if I could get this super difficult
Oh,
thing. I want to be inside, but not all inside this, so I can grab this. Oh, I didn't quite get it. That's fine. So now we get the most powerful
And
one.
Steven?
Oh,
Oh,
no! Mute! The crowd wanted it. What did you do?
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Steven
I don't
will be
usually.
sad.
I'm a pacifist. I forget. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
To
Hey,
be fair,
instead
I
of being a
never killed either.
pacifist, you should pacifist to that enemy.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
This is our punishment.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I forgot about Steven.
Nice. Oh, that fight's just so fun. We're
Yeah.
talking so much, but like,
So- Yeah, that fight is basically loot boxes if it was an arena. Unfortunately, it is deterministic every time. If it was random, oh my goodness, that would be so funny, but also we would probably hate it. Like, you know, like the barge fight on Hell on Earth. Oh, we're going to have some good movement here. We'll Mute get it. 1, 2.
Hey,
Nice.
very nice. Climbed all the way up that wall. Easy.
Small
easy
thing here,
peasy.
you might think that that's a dash boost, but that's actually called a ramp up, which works slightly differently.
Ooh, I kept the speed there. Very nice.
Basically, think about, you know, trimping where if you hit a ramp, you'll actually reflect off it kind of perpendicularly to the surface. If you jump the same time you hit it, the jump height adds to your, like, geometric height that you got from conserving your speed. So you kind of combined a trimp and a jump at the same time.
that secret encounter kills so many people
Oh,
too. on their
I-
first
I-
run.
Oh,
I can't tell you how many casual playthroughs I've seen where somebody just dies that encounter 15 times in a row.
Oh yeah, I did on my first tries for sure.
Me too. I think
Me
that's
too.
a common shared experience.
some fast comment here. Glad
Mute's
we-
actually going to do something nice where half that encounter has to spawn in, so he's going to grab some secrets while that's spawning in just to not waste any time.
Make sure I stand on this so I don't fall off. Let's see, where are you? Here you are. Gonna optimize a little, dash towards him. And
Punch,
here you gotta be
jump, dash.
really careful, because if you hit that little checkpoint inside too fast, you will hardlock and lose about 8 minutes or 10 minutes. But we're fine, we're okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a run killer for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you mess that up, literally the only way to continue the run is to reset the mission, so, you know, about 9 minutes of time lost.
So don't be too fast.
All
even though
right,
you're a
Mute's going to do a
speedrunner.
platforming skip here.
I love
Yes,
the way you
let's
do that.
go.
Man.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying
You
to
normally
learn
have
like
to climb
that.
walls, go through scaffolding and all this big section. No, but Mute just used the meat hook and jump. We didn't explain the meat hook.
Well, there's a
We're
lot of things in this
lacking.
game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, you may have noticed me using the meat hook a little bit, but we'll see that a little bit more. We're going to see it in its full power.
So the meat hook is the best thing to ever grace video games. It's a shotgun with a grappling hook on it, And it has some hidden mechanics that we'll get into in the
balls.
next level. But
no,
suffice,
no. Okay, we're fine.
suffice it to say that hooking onto an enemy and then circling around them and then using that speed is very useful, especially when you can cancel that hook and use it to jump up. This is a second Slayer Gate. This Slayer Gate is really optimized. Let's see how Mute does. He's waiting for this Kool-Aid Man to come through the wall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. And then there will be a Kako that he wants to kill instantly. But at this point, a bunch of Prowlers will spawn. Mute has to basically kill these Prowlers while the Arachnotron is going. That one got away, but there's 3 Arachnotrons. That's the first one. Second one. And needs to get a little bit more shotgun ammo. We are very limited in ammo at this part of the run. And one more Prowler and some fodder clear up. Very clean. Very clean.
And the thing that I always forget to do, upgrade Super Shotgun.
I always forget, and I have to do it at the beginning of Doom Hunter base. All right.
Whee! Oh,
no.
that's okay.
So that's an instance of what we call, yes, I'm not joking, yeet hooking. I don't know why.
Yeet.
We have so many terms.
Yeet
just for
hooking is
yeet.
when you slow it down, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Hook sling.
I always say, I don't know, I usually say yeet hooking is the general term. Oh, another fade and boost. Yeah, he gets it.
Nice.
And okay. If you get that really right, then you'll land on that platform elevator, the green button with full speed, and you keep that speed after this little like elevator ride.
I'm
But
gonna
it's-
blame FPS here.
But then you can also do that. So it's not a big loss to miss it, but it's so fun whenever you get it just right.
Alrighty. We are moving on to the final combat encounter, which is actually kind of a little bit of a difficult one to learn if you ask me when you're first starting out.
Oh yeah.
I love this arena so much.
It is a very nice arena.
Only because I'm good at it, but
Oh, and now that he upgraded Super Shotgun, he's working on meat hook ticks. He has to get 50 before the start of Necrovol 1. 2.
Yeah, for people who don't know, ticks are basically the progression. Like, for example, I think meat hook is 50 kills while hooking onto a target. So basically each tick, aka each kill, Mutes needs to start working on that now because it's a long mastery. It will take, you know, a lot of levels, and actually its mastery lights enemies on fire, which gives you armor, which don't ask me how that makes sense. It's just how the game's programmed. Oh, and that was a good movement
sorry,
section.
that was loud. Imagine I whistle.
Well, I don't have to imagine, thanks to you.
Oh yeah, we all heard it. Don't worry.
All right, are we ready for the train level?
Are we ready for a 40-second long train ride? First of all, some more Kovacs aim trainer up in here. Let's see if I can hit all my shots.
There's some really cool strategies on how you can clean up this area.
Like, for people wondering how big brain this routing is, like, he literally threw a grenade, walked into a trigger because he knew an enemy would spawn over top of it.
That's just fun thing to make my HUD disappear. Now it looks like I don't have any HUD, which is nice.
Yeah.
You guys see that huge cloud up there? Holy 90 FPS. You guys see that huge cloud up there? We're going to go there. I'm kidding. We're not going to go there.
You sure can though.
We sure
Especially on
can, though.
1.0.
That's an any percent run.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so one quick thing here. You'll see Mute limit their FPS down to 100. Enemy AI behavior changes based on your FPSs, so this is just purely to make this AI more consistent so that he can do... There we go.
Plunk.
All right, but it's not over yet because we have this. Oh, okay. Still clean.
Oh,
Okay.
that was great. What do you mean? That was awesome.
I said still clean.
All right, all right, all right.
Like, just barely clean, but
I'm just yanking your chain.
it's a technicality. But yes,
All
it's still
right.
clean. Oh, you didn't headshot the pinky. Drake is upset.
It does start the timer faster if you shoot the pinky first.
Yeah,
I like the sticky bomb the first fodder and then
We'd
select
have to
the
get
pinky.
very nerd into why shooting that pinky matters, but shoutouts to Drake, who, I'm not joking, put in too much detail into literally routing out every encounter in this game to a comprehensive list so that makes it super easy to learn with modding tools, help from the community, and everything. Big shoutouts to Drake P-Hose. He is so
What?
great.
For main game and both of the DLCs.
Yes, he has done work in a lot of. He is one of our best routers, glitch finders, understanders, and also just a really good runner too.
Where?
He has made more spreadsheets and documents than hours I have in the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Drake, as I like to describe it, is the left hemisphere of the brain of Doom Eternal, and Bowser is the right.
Sure.
All right, we're going to start seeing some more fun stuff.
This is the only map you'll see him collect in the game. Unlike Doom 2016, maps are not a tracked collectible, except that one because there's a level challenge related to getting the map.
Right, 100% completing all the challenges.
We have to get every challenge.
Nice.
We're going to do a
Backup.
backup here.
A nice wall dash off of.
And a good
Oh,
backup.
nice.
Yeah.
Clean.
That
That
takes
is
me
not
back.
what I
That used to be the original strat. Meat hook off the pinky, and look at the speed.
Beauty.
Nice.
No touch.
Okay, so here's another counter example where
Fire in
we'll
the
have to
hole?
limit his FPS down to 100. I guess I should talk about why we allow FPS limiting. Basically, we don't want to punish people for the hardware of their PC. So, like, if people had like worse hardware, they'd get better spawns in some instances. They'd be faster in others. So, in order to even the playing field, we just say, hey, you can't go above 250 FPS. Mute's cheating, 251. And you can manipulate FPS to any value up to that, so that everyone, can have access to all the strategies.
I remember more meat hook ticks. I'm known to farm a lot of ticks here and there.
It's not a bad thing to do at all.
Not at all. Let's see.
Oh, I
Is
keep
anyone
expecting you to
alive?
chainsaw that.
If this is
Different
farming, this must be one messed up copy of Stardew Valley.
Oh, let's see. Take care of these guys. This is a deceivingly hard arena. Just
Oh.
because there's laser floors and it damages you and it damages everything else.
And Revenants and Carcasses are great at dealing damage from range.
Oh.
Like, it's okay. The floor trap got us. Should I explain exactly how yeet hooking works now that we're about to get to it?
Yeah.
Let's do it first. But first of all, this door doesn't open very fast. You can see it still has the red barrier. We don't like that, so we're going to go over it first. Of course, it unlocks in just 5 seconds later, but still, we don't like to wait.
Hey, 5-second saves.
Yeah.
5 seconds is not nothing.
Yeah.
And we do it via this. We just you hump that little nub thingy and you just go straight over. It's very easy. Anyone can do it at home. Do it at home. Let's see. And now we are, as we foreshadowed, heading into a very, very fun arena. You guys are gonna love this.
Yes.
Yeah, this is some of the
So
coolest
we'll
movement. It's so
explain it
iconic.
after, but please just watch. This is the first time when you're watching a run that you will have the oh
What?
crap moment. Oh,
Yeah. Now this is a yeet hook.
nice!
Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Right to
Amazing.
a collectible.
Great job.
Great job. Okay. Now, very, very small thing. He actually spawns in enemies because if you like that trick, you're gonna like this one.
He has to do it again. Back
Now
to
we go
the
back.
start.
Yep.
There we go. Woo!
That saves 7 seconds.
Yeah, Mr. Mute. Those are such huge skips. How much time do they save? 7 seconds. Probably like 10 now that our movement is better, but still, that's not a lot.
Yeah, so yeet hooking, how it basically works is that how the meat hook internally works in the game code is that it gives speed per frame you are on the hook. So if you slow down time, frame rate's still progressing at the same rate. So for the similar length of hook, basically you get more frames per in-game time, and thus oodles more speed.
Also, shout out to that one developer who
Oh,
who didn't want to
yeah.
cap,
we talked
who
with
didn't want to cap the speed.
We talked with a developer today, and during the conversation, they actually said that like they were thinking about limiting the frame rate, but we actually have some proponents who were like, no, that much speed is just awesome. Let them
Yeah.
do it.
Thank you so much.
They pushed for uncapped.
You-
speed.
You did this to us.
id developers are great for that.
You did this to us.
Yeah, they are gamers. It are great company.
See, I gotta pick up these backup ammos just because I
Alright.
don't have a heat
Okay.
blast.
So we are headed toward the end of Doom Hunter Base, which includes a boss fight. And it's a hard boss fight. It is very hard even as a speedrunner. I guess the first phase isn't too bad, but the second phase can go all over the place.
Yeah, it's a very hard encounter. Basically, what you'll see here is that Mute will manage faltering, which is small staggers, constantly keeping this Doom Hunter in staggered while he is just wailing into it with a precision
Combo.
bolt and SSG shot all this time.
There it
This
is.
first
Poor guy's
phase over.
getting
We have to wait a
bullied.
few seconds till we can do damage. Oh, free meat hook tick. That's a nice optimization.
Yeah, you can do it after the score kill too.
Oh, and then using the lock-on, because the lock-on is arguably one of the strongest weapons in the game for single target damage.
It's the universal delete button, as we like to call it. Any mob that you can think of, if you just lock on burst, it's probably half dead or dead.
Yeah, so one thing about Heat Blast is that you'll see is that it can actually shorten the stagger animation of the Doom Hunters getting into their second phase, so he can shoot them faster.
You
so
don't
that's
need
a
Heat
small
Blast
thing.
for that. You can just use Plasma and a Meat Hook. That works pretty well too.
Oh, Plasma and the Meat Hook works
Yes,
too?
there's
Okay.
a really clean strat. You can actually get into the air and then PB slob and kill them so quickly.
This
Unfortunate.
Yep.
This encounter is
Hard.
brutal.
Hard
One
fight.
mistake will kill you, and sometimes it doesn't even feel like a fair one.
Yeah, so once again, we are running like the Ultra Nightmare route, but we're doing it on Nightmare difficulty because that death would have resulted in us having to start the game entirely over, and that doesn't really make much sense for a showcase.
Yeah, so we are just keeping it on Nightmare, so no matter what, we can give you all a good show in a reasonable amount of time.
But this can and does happen on Ultra Nightmare.
Yes, many a run for many runners have been lost here.
Oh, wow.
Not even close. Not even close. Say it with me. Not even close.
Not even
Not
close.
even
Not even
close.
close.
Clean, in fact.
In fact, I think I've never seen it done better.
Oh, yes. All right. Here is going to be the best gun in the game. You'll see why.
Oh,
that's
did you
fine.
Did you get it? Did you get it? No,
I did not get it.
You almost did the sexy Nova movement.
Hey. I
Welcome
came
to the
up with that
Ballista.
one.
This is the Gauss cannon from 2016, except it's actually medieval weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
They did nerf the base drop, though, so it's unusable.
Look at this. Bam. Infinite speed. Easy.
Yep.
Yeah,
and again,
see,
that
it-
speed gain is additive, whereas dashing into a wall is setting your speed to something, so you can dash into a wall and then ballista boost, and you'll gain even more speed.
Mute jokes, however, that if you want infinite speed, there's actually a
Oh,
strat called
yeah.
jaw speed,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I'm not joking. If
No,
you
no.
do that strat in a row 7 times, you're going
All right.
faster than
Hold
speed
on, hold
light.
on. Okay, so this fight coming up is like one of the best fights to grind in the
Yes.
game whenever you're trying to get good at this. Just let Mute go through it.
Yeah. Do we even need to commentate? I think
Yeah.
let's just let him see it.
I feel like I have to watch this in like 50% speed.
Yeah, it helps.
You know, remembering where things are kind of helps.
Yeah, this is one of those fights where every spawn is just consistent. So this routing is, unless the Whiplash does that, is so
Yeah,
nice.
The pathing can kind of get you sometimes, but if you time it right, it's a little more consistent.
Mute, all they have to do is fodder clear up from this point onwards. Is a gargoyle memeing you? Gargoyle?
Imp, maybe?
There's always
Oh, it's an imp.
There's always an imp or a gargoyle.
It's always one of the two. They just like to hide.
All right, level challenge, getting
Ooh. Keep shooting? No? Okay, never mind.
getting glory
Skip
kills on
the
Pinky.
codex. Just skip the codex now.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Mute was going for a special setup on that Pinky in order to basically get the level challenge. There's 3 different glory kills on Pinkies. There are about 5 Pinkies in this level. We're going to do all those glory kills on the first 3 and then just, of course, kill the other ones instantly. Hi, Dread Knight.
Or skip them sometimes.
Yeah.
That's really good. So you said there's 5 pinkies in this level?
There's 5, however,
couple
it
And
is
you only need to get 3.
it is very.
Oh, whoop.
Oh.
Showed his butt to me. How did that happen?
It was like my dog when it wants to be pet.
It's good that you have a little bit of extra, wiggle room there, because that is not always the case with Doom Eternal
Oh, don't get me
challenges.
wrong. If you
Yeah.
get other than the 3 Pinkies, that is like 5 to 10 seconds of time loss minimum, but it is at least an option for you to continue the run.
Yeah.
All right, there's a buff totem nearby. Buff totem is the new enemy that basically buffs every enemy to do twice as much damage and twice as fast about.
All right, fun movement coming up through these teleporters.
What the?
What?
I've
Why are
never
you
seen
there?
that guy go there before.
I
Yeah,
think the Prowler wants to ruin your run.
No.
No.
Mute will
I
not allow
won't let it. The
No.
Doom Hunters couldn't ruin this run. What makes you think you can?
Exactly. Let's see. Let's do a little fun tick farming here.
So we
Headshots are
have
going to be a little
the-
problem, but
We have a quad damage arena here coming up soon after the secret encounter. And the quad damage arena is very particular. He's going to have to kill 4 heavy demons, followed by 4 fodder demons to set the next stage of it to move. And he has to be very fast about it.
All right. Mute, you want to play-by-play this, or should I?
I mean, if you wanna, we could both do it together. I could be color casting.
Please, we cannot both speak at the time like the evil twins from The Shining or
All right.
something.
You do it.
Okay, so
4.
moving on, there's quad damage. He'll send a rocket. When he gets the quad damage, that rocket will hit the Mancubus, quickly killing these Arachnotrons. Mancubus dead. Needs 4 fodder dead. 1, 2...
No.
No, the Mancubus. Okay,
Let's try again.
We'll load checkpoint just to showcase how clean this encounter can get. So
Yeah.
again, he'll fire a rocket, pick up the quad damage as the rocket hits the Mancubus, so it will instantly kill it. 2 Arachnotrons, 1 other Mancubus. He'll need 4 fodder demon dead here in order to progress the next wave. Revenant, other Revenant, Dread Knight, didn't want to die. 2 Cacos, 1 Caco, and then there's 2 Carcasses, and that Carcass just didn't want to die, but
I
that
don't
was
think he
very
died.
clean.
Did he? I didn't see his
Something's
marker.
alive.
The rocket just barely grazed him.
Yeah, I think he kind
Unfortunate.
of ducked as he was like in that staggered state.
The carcass,
That's okay. We make it anyways. Not the
As-
cleanest, but still good.
as the great Zamide proclaimed, anti-speedrun technology.
That's
Yes.
true. Anti-speedrun technology.
All right, moving on here, you'll see some sweet Destroyer Blade action for the Ballista. It is by far one of the strongest weapons in the game. Oh, by the way, Spectres count for this challenge.
Spectres are just invisible pinkies, and pinkies count.
Yeah,
so.
they're just invisible
Well,
pinkies.
they're invisible pinkies, but they don't have front armor. So pinkies normally take less damage from the front. Spectres do take normal.
So if you're wondering why the Destroyer Blade is strong, look at this.
And everything's
ya.
dead.
So normally, okay,
Oh,
so
wait, no.
we'll see some sexy Ballista boost movement, which I don't think we've properly explained, which is basically if you fire the Ballista, it'll physically push the character model backwards, but if you just turn around, it's now forward momentum, and wow, that's fast.
Yep.
As Mute does this secret encounter, I want to explain exactly why Destroyer Blade is so good. Destroyer Blade, if you charge it, is a wide area of effect attack that will go through enemies, so it can theoretically do infinite damage if you have just infinite enemies in front of you, because nothing stops it except walls. It will, by
Anti-speedrunning technology.
Yep, anti-speedrunning technology. But the thing is, it only slows you down while you're on the ground, so if you're doing what Mute is here and bunny hopping, like as soon as they hit the ground, the slow for the Destroyer Blade never happens, so they can charge it while moving full speed into an encounter, just instantly clearing a few enemies.
Right. So and that immediately mitigates like the negative, the downside of
Yeah,
that
it makes the
happening.
downside
Yeah.
basically non-apparent for
Yeah.
if you are speedrunning. Feel free to try it at home, kids.
Try it at home.
Very quickly, we're into a very totally not scary section with this Dread Knight, who will definitely not be blocking that tunnel.
All right, this guy's very
Definitely won't
scary.
be.
Definitely won't
Definitely won't be.
Oh, he's right there.
Yep,
All right, we
Mute
made it.
ice bombs just
Nice
for
health.
safety there. All
We're gonna
right,
take damage here. Very cool.
punch boost.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, but it doesn't get over just soon because we still have to grab everything in this
If
encounter.
you guys wonder why I grabbed a micro missile, it's because you can do bats with it. If y'all want to explain what that is.
Oh, bats. So bats are a small mammal that have flight. No.
What?
Bats. Anyone else want to take this, or should I?
Go back.
Yeah, bats. So there's a bring-up animation associated with different weapons, and the heavy cannon is a fast weapon, and the ballista is a slow weapon. But if you start from fast weapons such as the heavy cannon and you hit mod swap, which you need both mods to actually have it do something, you mod swap and change to the ballista, you get the faster bring-up speed of the heavy cannon on the ballista, which makes the punch swaps faster.
Yeah.
So again, for punch swaps, you shoot the weapon, you punch, you reselect the weapon.
Yeah. So basically, transferring a weapon, bring up animations. Thus, bring up animation transfer speed, I think is what
Transfer
that stands
swapping.
for. Transfer swapping, thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
I never knew what that stood for.
Or BATS, Brio and the Sylar, the two people who discovered it.
Wait, Brio, and where does the T come from?
The Brio and the Sylar.
Oh,
Sure. All right, this is a fun encounter coming up after the little secret he's going to grab.
so, dude,
Demolished.
the
shot.
frame you staggered him, he fired a shot. I don't think I've seen it that close before.
Get your revenge.
Dude, this Mancubus also plays CS:GO.
Yes.
Wow.
Duke can aim, man. What can I say?
Mean today, man.
Oh, excuse me, it's CS2 nowadays. My bad. I'm a little old when it comes to those things. Okay, so 3 Arachnotrons immediately spawn in this arena, and Mute is just going to try to spawn camp all of them as soon as he can. But first, combine it with a boost. He's going to get a secret. And he gets it while killing the final Arachnotron. Normally, you have to go around the whole map into this corridor, wind tunnel, blah, 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 blah. But no, you can just boost up there.
Very nice, very easy. Now we're
So-
going to head on to the final couple arenas.
Yes, and I was going to mention this is the first time that we are getting to the end of the map without actually completing everything. So we're going to get there because it unlocks fast travel. So we're going to teleport around and pick up a couple things we missed earlier, and then do the Slayer Gate, and then leave afterwards.
Do you have confirmation time on or something? Oh,
I just
no. Oh, just too antsy. Too ready to like move on to the next area. So yeah, fast travel is super good. I wish Doom 2016 had it. That would be a monstrumental in rerouting it. Some quick menuing to upgrade Destroyer Blade, because if we get that mastered, we can partially fire it, which has its niche uses.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, even the weakest Destroy Blade charge will kill a Carcass, and it'll go through their shield, so it's very useful for them later on. But we don't use it too much in this round.
This is another encounter where we can end it early by killing all the enemies cool. So basically, while what Mute's looking out for in this area is killing as many soldiers and carcasses as possible, waiting for the second phase to spawn in.
Welcome to Kovac's Aim Trainer Part 3. Just got to hit headshots.
Eventually, that
yeah.
joke will get
Uh,
another instance of
was
no
that a
path.
magician, or-
So the carcass got stuck because you know, their spawn-in animations are tied to frame rate. So the frame rate was just right that the carcass didn't jump out of the wall, so it was stuck in there, and the game was like, you shouldn't be in there, die. Okay.
It's tied to frame rate.
Dread Knight, so Mute will try to kill this Hell Knight, these few fodder demons, and the Prowler, and if all goes well, that
Oi!
Yeah, before the
See,
pinky.
you
that's
pinky
so
less.
good.
you even see it as
Wow.
it spawns. Fun fact about that Slayer Gate, it will not end unless you look in that direction. If you are looking in the opposite direction, it will not end.
end.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Taurus does that too.
I
Same-
can't tell you how many times I've lost seconds just because I forgot about that.
Seconds, I tell you. Seconds!
All right, we got 99 seconds to escape this. I don't know if you can
It'll
do
be
it. It's a very
close.
difficult
Yeah, I don't
section.
know.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just not that good, man. Oops. All right. 76, respectable.
Nice.
Nice.
Moving
All right.
on.
So we're getting now into pretty much like 2 minutes of just chit-chatting. I was wondering, how are you guys doing today? We doing good? We doing good, crowd? Yeah.
Thumbs up. Nice, nice.
I'm over here to your right side if you didn't notice me. How we doing?
So
Oopsies.
one the reason why there's 2 minutes here is because Vega likes to yap.
Oh, we love
And
yapping here.
Basically, and there's some collectibles that we have to collect around the Fortress of Doom, which is a big castle orbiting Earth. I don't know how that happened, but it's here. So basically, it just makes sense to, while Vega's yapping, pick up some of the collectibles so that we overlap the time a little bit. Who likes battery animations?
I love battery.
They're the best.
If anyone can find a nice lightsaber, by the way, if anyone can find a battery animation skip, that would be awesome. We will give you hundreds of dollars.
Unironically,
Unironically.
Is there a bounty for that?
There is
then?
a
There is a bounty.
There is a bounty
you
for,
go.
I believe, a couple $100s if you can find some way if to skip these battery out animations, and then it's half that if it's only viable in an unrestricted category.
G_timescale 2.0? or-
Unfortunately, that's cheating.
Which is crazy because if you use timescale and then you... Basically, your dash properties never return to 0, even if you completely reverse your timing.
Yeah, basically
Oh,
what we're
that
talking
is
about,
weird.
people, if you're a little confused, is that we have console commands that we can enter with cheats that we use for practice. Basically, we can modify... Oh, by the way, there is a secret out here that we have to grab. Nice. We have a bunch of console commands that we use to modify for practice purposes. One of those is manipulating how fast the game runs. And whenever you change the timescale, the game never reverts everything, especially even if you go timescale 2, timescale 1, it's not the same.
Just check something real fast. Yep.
Making sure environmental screen shake is on.
Oh, yeah. And you guys like screen shake? Yeah?
Not
Yay,
usually,
nay?
sir.
Oh.
No.
Expected more of a cheer there.
No.
Yeah,
expect more of a
that's
boo.
how unpopular environmental screen shake is.
All of you are just not correct. I'm sorry. We're entering the most technical of possibly the most
I'm not
technical.
out of touch.
Our
The kids
complex
are.
is hard.
We're probably at like the halfway point now, right?
Yeah, this is about I would say an hour and 5 hours and 10 minutes in. Maybe I'm a little bit slower, but
This is one of the best levels. It's also one of the hardest. Casually, I enjoyed just blasting through because this is a combat Gotland basically straight to the ends. Mute will try to make it look easy, but he is on a knife's edge this entire time.
I just think about the fact that whenever I was learning how to run this section of the map and getting to the Slayer Gate, like, I didn't time how long it took to get there. And all this combat just, it flows and it flows and it flows and it flows, and you're like, this has got to be 5 minutes to get to the gate. And then it's like, no, it's like 2 minutes. Oh my god. You're pure focus mode whenever you're doing this.
Unfortunately, the Kool-Aid Man, we knew it was coming.
oh, yeah, D-Blade is doing a magic here, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah. So one thing I want to get into, is it cool if I explain trigger demons here?
Sure.
Yeah.
So how encounters are structured in this game is that encounters progress by a few different metrics. One of which is if certain demons are dead, one of which is every demon is dead, and one of which is if a timer counts down. Trigger demons are the most common, so basically every encounter in the game basically has trigger demons that will spawn in the next set of enemies. So Mute will prioritize those enemies first so that they can, be as fast as possible with their combat.
That
Shout
applies
outs to Drake again.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
applies
Drake.
to Doom 2016 as well, by the way.
Yes.
And probably Dark Ages.
It'd be surprising if they did a different system. However, I'd be happy for that. Oh, did we talk about purple goo, or should we just not mention it?
Nah.
Let's never talk
They're
about it.
gonna put it in
ever
the sky.
again.
Never talk about purple. Please, Id. Put purple goo in the sky, and we will laugh our asses off.
We will laugh. Don't be afraid of hurting us or anything. It's okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
new route.
this new routing. Oh yeah. Are you gonna do convention hug?
Oh yeah. Hey, where am I going, guys?
So he is halfway through the level, and now he's going to do a skip called Anime, and we are going straight to the Marauder, the first boss or second boss of the game.
What was that name again?
Anime. Because it's
Yep.
you fly over things. It's a big anime-like skip that you'd see in
There
like
is
the
no
show.
alternative name for that one.
No
so.
alternative name. No.
Oh, I don't have
Okay,
Ice Bomb
here's
here, actually. Just give me 1 second here.
Wait, why would you need Ice Bomb?
Oh, you can
Why
swap
could I
them.
possibly?
Why would you need Ice Bomb? Oh, that's why.
Why would I need Ice Bomb? He gets
Bye-bye,
distracted.
Marauder.
Shiny
See ya.
things.
Games journalists are in shambles right now.
Oh yeah, true. Let's go back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, to explain that, this is specifically to like 1.0 and 1.1, I think was patched after that. You throw the Ice Bomb over the Marauder's shoulder, he gets distracted, and then you kill him.
Now, the level
Mute.
just ended, as you can
Mute,
see.
will you, at one point during this run, will you showcase anime combo
Anime combo?
on the Marauder?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'll do
Alright.
it. I'll
Oh,
do it.
this is going to be the first double D-blade instance.
Double D-Blade.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a very complicated strat, which
Oh,
we will
yeah.
get more into detail with the Ancient Gods run tomorrow, by the way. Stop by, I'm running it. But basically, Mute will do, through various sets of inputs, confuse the game for the wrong mod and trigger a failsafe to fire the Destroyer Blade again, giving it
Just like
twice.
that.
If you think one was powerful, try two.
Yeah, imagine you just have a line full of enemies and you send 2 Destroyer Blades at them. The only thing that survive in this game are Barons and Revenants. Or, excuse me, Barons and Tyrants. Which, by the way, just got introduced in the Slayer Gate. Have fun, kid.
This is the hardest Slayer Gate in the game by far.
I
This
think,
is ridiculous.
like, I think it is the hardest for the point in the game, but with your full kit, there might be a contender for other one, but...
Okay,
for-
wait. How does
Go ahead,
double
man.
D-blade work again? So it's like the weapon
Oh.
wheel.
So,
and
like I said, we'll get into more specifics.
Okay,
but,
okay.
But suffice it to
I'll
say,
wait.
through those inputs, we basically get the game confused, being like, wait, we didn't fire a Destroyer Blade, even though you fired a Destroyer Blade. So it's like, I don't know, fire it again, just in case.
Whoa. He
Where'd that guy
teleported
go?
up
See ya, buddy.
And that's it. The hardest gate in the game,
there. Nice.
I would say.
I can't tell you how many times this gate has ended so many runs when I was first starting out. Oh,
Don't mind me just missing
Mecha
shots.
Zombie. It's always a Mecha Zombie.
You need some more Kovacs time.
I do. Let's see. Oh, that's fine. Now we're gonna go back. You may have noticed that we skipped the entire convention. Now we're just gonna go back and do the rest because
Trigger
it's
the fight.
faster.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a fun fight.
Oh, I
There's
should-
so many enemies everywhere, but a large amount of them don't matter. So he's just going to be targeting specific ones. And
Back
knocking them
onto
down.
back onto Trigger Demons. This fight actually has a very funny property where most of the Trigger Demons are actually like the small demons and not the big ones.
Yeah, it's very atypical.
Oh, one thing I should mention, because we just did all that routing and whatnot. Why did we skip half the level, go to the final boss, and then fast travel back here? Fast travel routing is it's an instant teleport to instant location, so you can picture, like, we don't have to traverse a lot of areas of the map just by clicking a button.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more freedom with the routing around collectibles and stuff.
Yeah, as soon as we figured that out,
scared.
it opened up routing possibilities in a lot of levels, Art Complex especially, because this level is so interconnected and interwoven.
Yeah, I remember in particular. So we, of course, we have like the 80% unrestricted category where you have all these slope boosts where you can go way up in the sky and you can do all this crazy stuff, right? And there's another category that we had or have called all collectibles. And so
Still
that was it? Okay, I just haven't seen it. In
Still
like a
there.
while.
I mean, nobody
Anyway.
runs it, but hey, if you guys want to run it, please feel free. Grab everything in the game, all the collectibles.
Free world record.
So back in 2020, there was a lot of routing. Like how do we get to these collectibles? And then it was found out that you can just use a slope boost to get to the very end of the level, and then you can just fast travel to like pick up each one. And that's kind of why all collectibles isn't really as popular anymore. Because it's just fast travel.
Fast Travel Fiesta.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a very fun thing here, going to Morning Aeronautics. We're actually not going to go to the fight. Once again, if you may have guessed, we don't do any fights here until the last part. So we're going to grab this wall. That's a despawn trigger. Now we're going to go to, well, what? Why are you going to Morning Aeronautics? Well, the trigger for the fight is by where the airplane is, and we don't want to go there yet.
Oh.
We just want to go past it.
Wait, I have not seen this routing. So basically there's a trigger to spawn in enemies, and he fast travels through basically around the trigger so that he can just move on and grab some collectibles.
Right, because we grabbed fast travel before we were ever supposed to.
That is such
Yeah.
creative routing.
I
Wow.
love that.
Dude, the nerds in our community go hard.
Oh, yeah.
Clap for the nerds. Absolutely.
We love nerds here. Every single one of you. You're
We
appreciated.
would start naming names, but honestly, there's too many of them to count, and we'd feel really bad after if we miss someone.
All right, so right now,
Welcome to It's a Me, Mario's Restaurant.
Berserk.
Oh, funny fact, while
Fun
we
arena.
do Berserk, which is just basically instant glory kills, if you glory kill from above, it will not refresh any of your Berserk meter, but any glory kill from the ground state will.
I did not know that.
See.
Wait, didn't it just do that?
3, where's the 4th?
It did, right?
I'm pretty sure, I think that was from him throwing a grenade on the grounds.
Oops, that's the wrong guy. Come on.
Can we get the cyber?
Oh wait, or excuse me, it doesn't refresh, it doesn't pause the decay like normal glory kills. That's, sorry, small clarification.
Interesting.
This encounter is also one of the most difficult encounters in the level, or in the game casually, I'd say. Mainly just because
Yeah.
when you're a casual, you don't make full use of your Berserk quite like Mute did here. Mute's
there's
just trying
lot
to
to
clear
go.
out as much fodder as possible because there's an instance that's called Spawn Cap. Any of you guys want to explain that?
Sure. So this game can only have so many demons spawned at the same time, and if you try to spawn more, then it just doesn't, and you have to clear out the ones that are dead, or that are from behind. So these arenas that he's leaving by fast travel don't get cleared out, and we need to make sure that he's killed enough before he moves on.
Hi, Mancubus.
Wow.
How you doing?
What a ragdoll.
This game has some of the best ragdolls, and I would not change a single thing about them. I love how wacky and goofy they are.
Also, I will say, so Dark Ages is going to be that like stand and fight gameplay. If it looks anything like the Ice Bomb and Destroyer Blade combat that we're seeing here, I'm in.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm in.
That
I-
soldier doesn't matter?
Nope.
What?
That's why I don't get him.
I
saved.
actually didn't know that.
Wow.
Okay, we have to wait for enemies in the secret counter respawn, so Mute will just like completely disrespect them by grabbing a collectible, and then
Bye-bye.
clean, very clean. 3 enemies dead basically instantly.
So, if you guys have watched a movie, what's it called? That Christopher Nolan movie?
Batman?
No, what was one of his first? It was
Interstellar?
Amnesia? Oh, hi. What the? It's basically like that movie. Sixth Sense? No, not that one. Well,
One of them.
That's
one of
that's M. Night
you know what I'm
Shyamalan.
talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That one movie.
I sure don't.
What about that one movie?
It's essentially the reverse story kind of thing.
Yeah, I
You know that one movie where they do that one thing?
Yeah,
and
That
no,
one thing
now
where they
now
do
that
that
you
one
put it
place.
that way, I completely understand, actually. Thank you for clarifying.
Memento?
Memento, that's the one.
There we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
I like
Still-
Batman, though.
That's-
Batman's good. I like Batman.
So Doom.
So what?
Wait, we were just talking about bats.
Oh, okay.
Of course it's
So
irrelevant.
This arena is incredibly complex. There are so many interesting parts of it. Like, certain enemies matter at some point, certain enemies don't matter after you progress to another point, and he can end it early, but it's incredibly hard. Like, I've seen it twice in a live run, so I'm not counting on it. But
Yeah.
what he's going to be trying to do after he kills these 2 guys is kill all of the gargoyles and soldiers, ignore the imps for the most part, and then continue with the rest of the encounter, and then he'll have to kill all of the imps at the same time if he can. So those gargoyles should still die. Yep.
I have to kill everybody else. Hopefully, there's.
Hopefully Mute gets the encounter end early.
Oh, looks like it's not gonna happen. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
When you're in the end, though. Yeah.
Yeah, so much like the Slayer Gates, if he kills all the enemies, this encounter would just end early. He wouldn't have to fight these Arachnotrons. Fun fact, I was the one who discovered this, which is neat.
Nice. Accidentally or intentionally?
Accidentally,
Okay,
yeah. I didn't find the route. Oh, that Revenant. I didn't realize that Revenant wasn't. Where did that Revenant come from? What?
Oh, he starts in there. He just doesn't matter.
Oh, so
Didn't touch 1 square inch of
man.
purple goo, by the way.
Not any purple goo.
yeah. If you do this whole run optimally, actually, you never touch purple goo like once.
Even Exalted?
Yeah, even in Exultia, you can. Yeah, if you fall down it, if you
kinda.
time your
What about the
punch
crystal?
appropriately, you can actually just keep moving.
Yes,
the
take
crystal.
that, Hugo.
Oh, the crystal. Yeah. Well,
Other side.
I guess you only touch it once.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
you're
move through it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, not fast enough. That's okay. Let's get the backup. This is not all a bad thing. You could skip all of these enemies if you go a little faster, but we just get one extra tick. Good for marathons. I like it. Why not?
If Mute was going for PB attempts, they would only be going for Kakos if they're, I'm not joking, literally free.
Those guys don't despawn, I believe, right?
Yeah, they don't despawn, so it's good to kill them for spawn cap. Oh, did we explain spawn cap?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm blanking here.
Hi, blanking.
We've already talked about so much. And there's still so much we have not talked about.
I'm not joking when I say that the knowledge in this game is encyclopedic. Like,
We have books on this.
I'm not joking when I say that like, this game, in terms of tech, like Rivals games, kind of like OOT in terms of just the minor nuances of different tricks and warps and all that stuff. OOT, of course, being Ocarina of Time, one of the most speedrun games ever.
All right, so we know that we did spawn cap well because this arena is still working. In a lot of cases, if you're new to this, you'll be like, why aren't things spawning? There's the answer.
Yeah, this Whiplash just doesn't like being hit by rockets, and they're, yeah.
All right.
See, now we have everything. We can leave. Goodbye, our complex.
That was a very good art complex.
That
Thank
was
you.
very solid.
Yeah, good job.
I
Oh,
did
nice
not.
art complex. Oh, thank you.
I did not see that since the reroute, and I will say that was worth it. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it's great. It saves like what 10 seconds-ish to do convention hug and not do it the normal way. I mean, some people don't like that route just because there's a lot of fast travel, but I personally love it. It's so complicated. It's so good. It's so fast. There's a lot of details that normal people just wouldn't see. And by normal people, I mean, you know what I mean.
Casual people who haven't
players,
seen
yeah.
the game
Yeah.
speedrun and understand the strategies and the techniques. Yeah.
Yeah, play the game a few times.
We're
and
just
then you
no
watch.
lifers.
Yeah. Play a game a few times, watch 100% speedrun, and then you just instantly get your jaw dropped to the floor with what they're due. This is
So,
one of those games.
Mars Core has so much fun movement and just so many fun things going on
This
with it.
level is very cinematic, but it's also, yeah, like as Kovac said, one of the best movement showcases in the run.
Remember those bouncy bullets in Ritro's run?
Oh yeah, you get bouncy grenades.
You get bouncy little pieces of
Just
geo
like
here.
a fun fact thing. Is the dev room still in this level? In
Yes.
1.1? Yeah. So at the
Yes.
top of this elevator and behind it, there's a developer room where you can just teleport to the end of the level.
Yeah, they forgot to take that out of the release version of the game. It is out if you play on current patch. Is it a nice time to talk about how
44.
that we're down patched?
44.
I master it on that shot so often.
Yeah. So basically, we downpatched to 1.1, the first patch of the game, because unfortunately just a lot of tech was patched on subsequent patches. Unfortunately for speedrunners, we have this thing called Steam Depot, which means we can access previous game versions if we just, you know, ask for it nicely to Steam. And so we can use that to play on previous versions for the most speed possible.
Although with the mod coming up, modding tools that have just been released, we might come up with an awesome speedrun mod.
Yeah,
for this game.
shout out,
yeah.
shout
So
out to
excited.
id for making modding tools.
Absolutely.
A true life changer.
Thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
Shout
Shout outs to id.
Because if those modding tools are as good, yeah, we can literally just make a custom speedrun mod to make it the same way for everyone playing the game, which would be awesome.
That would be incredible.
Oh, another double D blade,
get him?
and
Actually, get this
Where'd
guy.
he- oh.
There he is. What the?
Hiding, jeez.
Do we know why the weapon wheel like confuses the game and makes it
It has
fire
to do
again?
with, so the weapon wheel, whenever you select, you're hovering over another weapon and you hit mod swap, it changes the mod of the weapon you're changing to.
Right.
And that's part of the thing that triggers it. But it's
Yeah.
also important that for Double D-Blade that you have a pair of mods. So like the Heavy Cannon's Precision Bolt is paired with the Arbalest,
Right,
but the
because
Micro
then it
Missiles
was-
is paired with the
Because
D-Blade.
you can't swap if you don't have to.
yeah, basically
okay.
under the surface of the game, all the mods have like some generality between them, and so the game gets confused for like micro missiles to precision bolt when, you know, Arbalest to destroyer blade, for example.
That's probably also in part why the IDKFA glitch works.
yes.
I don't even think it's in 1.1. In 1.0, the patch, like the initial launch patch of the game, you can use the IDKFA cheat code to essentially pull off a glitch where you combine both mods, and so you can fire precision bolts at the speed of micro missiles.
Oh, guys, we forgot to mention one big thing. BFG.
Oh yeah, we got the
BFG
BFG.
now.
The big
It's
friendly gun.
It's a nice gun. The big friendly gun. Yeah.
The big friendly gun.
For
Or
those
the,
who
or the
don't-
Bioforce gun if you're.
Yeah, for those who don't know what the BFG is, because you haven't played a Doom before or something, BFG is basically a free instant room clear. You fire it and it will kill basically everything in the room. So a big part of routing is getting as much BFGs for as much use as possible all throughout the run.
Every single BFG is used, and routing is really, really, really tight. There's no free BFG in this game.
Oh, yeah, by the way, as he killed that
Nice
encounter
touch.
with a BFG, an invisible wall despawned, so he was able to go into the secret from the back.
Nice.
This is not how you would do it casually.
Let's see. I want to lob a nade there.
So this is secret, yeah. Secret encounter with a lot of timer, so he grabs a collectible, waiting for everything to spawn in, and then he will do some nice, sexy movement into the elevator. Yep.
Oh,
Have-
and you saw that hit marker.
Have
The
faith that
rocket.
the rocket will hit. Have faith.
Just
Beautiful.
believe. You just gotta believe. You just have to believe.
It sucks whenever you believe and it turns out to be not true.
Yeah,
The game lied.
you just didn't believe hard enough.
Possible. But
Oh. All right, I believe this is the final
That's
rune
the
of the
final
game.
one. It's the last
We
one.
have all the runes, and will we swap to other ones?
No.
No.
No. We
We
like
got-
these.
we're happy with
We
the
got the
first
three
we
optimal ones at
These
the
are
first.
fine. So long as I don't BFG crash. Which is a thing, by the way.
We'll get into that if that ever happens. But yeah, let's just say because we are down patched, there are a few unintended bugs. The BFG crashing is majorly one of them. Alrighty.
So what are the 3 runes that you run? Like
The 3 runes that we run in this are air control for increased movability and overall just speeds up a bunch of places. Faster glory kills because there are required glory kills in this game and it just saves literal seconds if you equip them. And then the other one is blood field, which if you off a chainsaw or glory kill, you get a speed in boost.
Right,
Which
yeah.
you know when we do chainsaws and whatnot, it's just nice to have that little extra speed.
yeah, it
so-
makes your run speed higher,
yeah,
so
we
your
run-
ballistic boosts are better and everything
Yeah.
too.
We run those 3 in specific. Mainly air control is the most important one, but every other rune in the game has like no appreciable time save. But those are the ones we know for certain have time save, which is why we run them.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing in Doom 2016. Like we call that our alpha rune set.
Yeah.
Is like we do not like that's like the optimal combination.
47. You're looking good. Where are we on headshots?
A little behind. I think we're at about 40-ish.
All right.
Who needs jump pads?
What jump pads?
Yes.
Oh,
Those are in the game.
Kako Mastery, killing things with Arbos. Oh, are we gonna get another D-Blade here? Double, just regular.
Yeah, I
Then
didn't
BFG.
have enough.
Oh, his frames are so low though. I think he's gonna need. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, so BFG damage is tied to frame rate as well. So if you're capped at we run at 250 FPS max, but that definitely makes things die.
For those coming from the 2016 run yesterday, no, we cannot do the BFG weapon wheel glitch because they hard-coded it to not work in this game, although there is some frame rate dependency in some aspects. Oh, Arbalist. Oh, hooking off a Kako, he's killing.
Because cool guys don't look at explosions.
It's even cooler when they use those explosions for nefarious purposes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is
Little
such
bounce.
a good
Oh,
ramp
nice.
hop.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, those ramp hops are like not quite frame perfect, but very precise. You have to hit jump just as you're touching it. You cannot scroll. You can't use the macro. Those don't work.
Some ramp jumps you can, but those are very specific. Yeah.
Even on 1.1.
Yeah, even on 1.1.
Interesting.
Certain slopes you can scroll for it.
Oh. Okay,
So
we're fine.
this is actually not a required encounter. However, if Mute doesn't kill the enemies here, he will get into a state that will lose him time, where basically a door will be locked that he doesn't want to be locked.
Yeah, he skipped past a crystal, and he's gonna pick ammo. Which, whenever you pick ammo as an upgrade, it refills all your ammo, including your BFG.
Including your BFGs.
So what's he gonna do in this gate? Is he gonna use the BFG?
Maybe.
I don't know. He has 2 bullets and gets instantly refreshed after. Oh, hello.
Yeah, he does need to kill this guy without the BFG, but now clearing the rest of the arena is just so much faster by doing this.
So yeah, that ice bomb trick does make Marauders kind of a joke in this run. However, we do have to route our equipment usage out of it, and which does lead to some. Oh, nice double D. Oh, I thought he was gonna block that.
Should be okay.
The other
Yeah,
one
I
died.
think the particles on the BFG are kind of rough. I see you dropped it like 130.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the routing
Unlucky.
like it's all good? Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
You're
right.
done.
Yeah.
You're done. Who am I kidding? Oh my God!
Anytime that gate does not meme you is cause for celebration. It is very common.
And here's that ammo crystal.
Yeah, we're getting ammo, so we get all our BFG back. It's very
It's kind of nice the distinction between 2016 and Eternal, because in 2016 you pick up all the ammo upgrades up to kill things quickly. Meanwhile, in Eternal we pick up all the ammo upgrades after to refill our BFG, which is just very nice. Something I appreciate. All right, moving on. We are going to get to the end of Mars Core here. First things first, he's going to start working on micro missiles, which is just hit 3 enemies at a time.
Oopsies.
Oh, Pinky
I
took
did this,
away.
I did this at
Pinky.
GDQ
Cute
too.
Pinky.
I want it.
Alrighty, we're moving on to the final combat encounter in Ma's Core. Mute's got to be very particular coming into this because he still has to get 1 mastery tick on destroying Mancubus weak points. Gonna do that initially. BFG.
Oh, the FPS, it's crunchy, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Got the dread.
It's fine.
Let's just say this game is very hardware dependent with a lot of its stuff, which is kind of a, how'd I put it, a frustration of us in the speedrun community, but we have to even out for even hardware. So like even what you see here, these PCs are less beefy than Mute's PCs, but he's still able to do basically most. Did you just double ARBA that?
Double ARBA and
Try my
tried to
best.
hit both.
Get another. For those who don't know, you can double Destroyer Blade the same way. The same way you double Destroyer Blade, you can double Arbalist. Just do the exact reverse process and it works.
Ooh. Don't die here. Don't. What? I got chomped.
Dude,
Chompy.
I heard him. He was coming for me in my dreams.
A little bit of a chill time here, just doing some movement. Moving
This
around,
movement is so
picking up
fun,
stuff.
though.
Welcome to
yes.
Sentinel Prime. This is the lore level. Of course, as speedrunners, we're going to skip all of it, so go watch it at home if you want to learn more about the Doom guy's backstory.
Also my personal favorite boss fight, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't know
me
if that's
too, man.
It's
controversial.
No.
also my
Phase
personal
2 is my
favorite line in the game that we skip. Guts. Huge guts.
Huge guts.
So we're going to face the 3rd boss fight of the run, technically.
Second is the Marauder.
Marauder,
boss fight?
I think technically counts for where it is in the game with how people fight
Okay.
it.
I'll
but
take that because the Doom Hunter becomes normal enemy after that too.
on the Polygon walkthrough I looked up for a
Oops.
video once, they did include the Marauder as a boss fight, so I'll take their word for it.
Works for me.
Nice. Who needs elevators?
Are you,
Maybe Mute.
okay, so this is another example of an edge boost.
Okay, so yeah, I'll take the time to explain this here. Essentially, like every ledge, like every little bit of collision, or the edge of something is not just a straight down, it's like a ramp. And so yeah, you kind of just position yourself on that ramp. And just like every other like bigger ramp that you can see in the game, you can get your dash canceled and continue that.
All right, let's see if Mute gets this 1 cycle. He got the 1 cycle.
We fight the Gladiator, by the way.
Yeah, so the Phase 1 is a pretty simple thing. Like, once you learn that combo, you can get it pretty well. Phase 2 is very dynamic. Weird stuff can happen.
Yeah, Phase 2, he reclasses from a fighter into a barbarian, pulls out another mace, and basically you just have to pump as much DPS into him as possible. We got some small tech here, like Mute is going to pull out the energy shield right in front of that guy to try to bait a melee attack, unless he... Yep, right there. Oh, sometimes he just doesn't take the bait. Oh, double Destroyer Blade while he's, you know, out of the area is just a lot of DPS. And basically, you're just going to see the alpha rotation of this game, which is just Precision Bolt and Super Shotgun, and that is
Kirby's.
a very nice fight.
So typically we like to show the Kirby's when
Where's
we
the Kirby?
finish killing
Kirby,
Kirby's. Hello there.
this
Hello,
is a
they say
Mute
hi.
stream tradition.
They say hi everywhere.
Hi.
We love them.
Hello.
Hi.
Here, I'll put mine right here.
Poyo, poyo.
Also, this caco that I'm using to prop myself up is because I am very short, and I need to be propped up on this short person chair.
Table's too tall, chair's too short. The only unskippable cutscene in the game.
Yeah.
Not even sped up by a faster glory kill rune.
Well, what about Novik, though? I guess we can technically skip that.
Yeah. Oh no, the base has been invaded by demons. Whatever will we do?
All right.
Shoot them.
So
That's a pretty good
before we get to the next level, we are going to get a secret in this that in the Doom Fortress.
Oh yeah, while this portal is spawning in.
Oh, you have to punch it right.
Yep.
Okay.
So if we do this optimally, it loses literally no time. Okay. Right in.
Nice.
Oh, that is perfect. I
Nice
think
movement.
that was no time lost. That was great.
I was barely in. That was pretty good. Taurus Nabad. Oh, we're gonna have some fun here, aren't
What are your opinions of
Taurus.
Taurus?
I love Terra's Kebab.
we? It's a great.
You joke, but the community despises this level for a few reasons that we'll get into. But I'm one of the weird ones who say I actually like this level quite a lot. I don't think it's my favorite anymore, but I definitely respect it.
It's,
Anymore. It was your favorite?
I don't know. I don't like being put on the spotlight.
I hope it's Rodak.
I'm a big fan of the unrestricted and limited routes for this level. I think they're really interesting. I mean, 100% as well, but...
Mute will do another sexy dash boost going in here into the next area. See, here's the thing. Now that we explained all like the basic tech, like a lot of this we can just say sit back and enjoy.
Essentially, I mean.
Oh, but we're going to do a super fun strat here where we're going to combine the secret encounter and the regular encounter in one by basically...
also 2 cutscenes at once.
Yep. Cutscene overlap.
Oh, yeah, that looks totally normal.
Yep, totally normal. Now, of course, casually you would never be able to do that, but we're speedrunners and we're faster than the normal person. There is a archvile that just spawned in. That's just spawns in a bunch of enemies, but we're going to let them because we have the BFG that can just clear them out instantly. One small thing you'll see after
Archie
Mute
died.
Yep,
Oh,
that is
someone's
good.
alive. Someone who shouldn't be alive is alive. Hey there. Oh.
One thing you'll see, just as a little bit of point of nuance, is that every time after Mute BFGs, or basically every time, they'll chainsaw.
Oh,
and
whoa.
that's- Oh,
Where'd that guy come from?
Hey,
Free
buddy.
chainsaw.
yeah, free chainsaw fuel. Mute will chainsaw out of the BFG animation because the chainsaw animation is actually slightly shorter than the BFG, so you save just a little bit of time and can shoot things just a little bit quicker.
Ugh.
Oh, by the way, you can shoot through water. You don't need to do the puzzle.
Yeah, they fixed that and then they put it back in the game. Cool.
More specifically, whenever you shoot through water, it can go through walls.
Yeah, it will go actually through everything in the map,
I wonder,
which is nice.
wonder why that is. I could, like,
Um,
kind of think about it, but...
I don't know. It's the same thing
I
works
have
for
ideas.
Marauders. Like, for example, Marauders will not block your shot if you fire it through water or a demon. It's very weird.
Is it maybe because like there's some overwrite to make sure that the water doesn't stop
I-
the bullet? They're just completely overwriting.
think
and be
it
like,
has to
okay,
do-
it goes
I-
through everything now.
I think it has to go with the thing of that precision bolt is uniquely one of the only weapons that will go through like everything. Like
it
when you hit a
pierces.
demon.
The
So
ballista
maybe.
works too.
Oh, I guess. What does the? Oh yeah, the ballista. Yeah, so I guess the hit scan things are for a property to get it to shoot through everything. They give it that property as soon as it crosses an enemy or something. That might be the trigger. And water for some reason counts.
And you'll see me dashing sideways in water. And the reason is Pythagoras is rolling in his grave right now. But
Yeah, think about it this way in the classic Doom games in the same way they move diagonally. It adds speed kind of from both vectors so that you get kind of like a right triangle situation. You gain more speed by a factor of root 2. The same thing does not apply on the ground here, but it applies in water in Doom Eternal. I don't know why.
And
Maybe
I think
it's
that's
just an
only
oversight.
on keyboard. I don't think it works on joystick.
Right, because it would be 2 inputs, but on controller it would be 1 input.
Yes.
Correct.
So one BFG, luckily, and this whole encounter. Oh, nice fodder
Nice
spawn.
little
Oh, just barely in.
still got to kill 4 people here. 3, 4. There we go.
All right, we're coming up to another secret encounter, which of course is a Marauder. I wonder how we will deal with them.
Could we possibly use the ice bomb?
Oh wow, never seen that before.
It's like a
Nice.
dog watching a squirrel.
All right, we're gonna see some pretty schmexy movement here. Getting the Crucible from Doom 2016, which somehow found its way into Taurus Nabab, or maybe it's a different Crucible. I don't know, I'm not too well versed on the lore.
I'm probably due for another like more casual playthrough. It's been like, about 4
Yeah,
years.
you know, go through, read the codices as you
me
go.
Watch Huge Gods.
Because this game does have a lot of payoffs if you read the lore, as like certain things in the story do like make
I tried.
more sense or, you know, help you a lot. Yeah, wrong equipment there. Oh wait, right up here is a very nice ballista boost bunny hop ramp hop chain or whatever. Watch it. Oh,
Oh yeah, we do Skyline fast travel now. New strat.
yeah. Oh, nice.
A little faster.
So Mute, if you play this casually, you might notice there's a whole combat encounter that Mute just skipped, and it's actually a pretty substantive combat encounter, but for some reason the game just doesn't track it. There's a few of those in this
completely
fight.
arbitrary.
Yeah, it is completely arbitrary. Basically, whatever combats we do or don't are basically decided by the developers, so...
Yeah, so now we've got a bit of movement before we get toward the end of the level. And the end of the level is going to give us the Crucible, which is the sword that insta-gives any demon. It's great.
We will use it for any enemy that is too tanky.
Let there be light.
I think someone famous said that.
No.
Shout outs to our tech guy, Dylan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dylan.
Dylan is our tech crew on site today, and he is nailing it out of the park as always.
Yeah, also while we have a moment here. So Dylan, obviously on tech right now, has been an absolute legend. I also want to thank Rytro for putting this entire thing together. This would not have happened without you. So thank you very much. And also shout outs to id, of course, for letting us use the space and providing the PCs and, well, everything. So
Yeah,
The game.
You're making me
the game.
that too. You're making me blush, but a lot of this also wouldn't be possible without Joshua, aka Tokyo Punch-Out, community manager at id and Bethesda. Hell of a dude. I brought up the showcase to him a couple months ago, and he was like, "You know what? Let's do it."
Hell
and
yeah.
I'm so glad. Oh, you missed that.
He gets it on the second pass.
You get it on the second.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular reason why you get it on the second pass?
It's a little faster.
Movement's just a little faster
Oh,
to get to the button.
So welcome to the Crucible room. This is basically where they give you a new toy and they're just like, have fun. Mute needs to get the Glory Kill challenge for this level, which is just Glory Killing Pain Elementals. Unfortunately,
Front.
the Pain Elemental did juke.
Side and back.
Inside and
Yeah,
back.
so you need 3 different Pain Elemental Glory Kills in this level, and he got front, so he's aiming for side and back. Technically there's left and right, but Mute does not discriminate between left and right.
Dude, left and right, sometimes it's hard to distinguish within the
So
moment.
I go for right on the very first one, then I go for left, then front. It's always clean.
Kovac is just built different mentally. All right, we're on to the last Slayer Gate. Now, unfortunately,
Number 6.
they did not expect you to have the Crucible in this Slayer Gate, so we will make quick work of it. They also didn't expect us to use as much BFG because we've been ammo refilling this entire time. So first things first, Archvile, 1 Pain Elemental that Mute will get a Glory
Side.
Kill on.
Move back.
Another Pain Elemental that Mute will get a Glory
Oh.
Kill on. Oh, low health.
He's clean.
Nice, that's it.
Okay, and
How you doing on freeze?
I got it.
Okay, good, good.
Holy.
that Arachnotron hated you.
Oh, yeah.
So Mute will fire 2 BFGs. There'll be a Tyrant. He knows exactly where it is.
What
And then
Tyrant?
there's 2 Mancubi, and congratulations. One of the hardest Slayer Gates, just it made simple by
Yeah.
using BFG optimally.
That one sucks whenever you don't have BFG or you screw something up. It's got so many bad parts.
Woo.
Well, that was a really clean Taurus. Yeah, don't forget Skyline and don't forget your Mastery token.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this. Grab this little Oreo right here. It's nice.
I never heard of it as an Oreo.
Some people refer to it as an Oreo. And then we
I
get
think you can
here.
buy those at the gear shop downstairs too, by the way.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wait, they're selling Praetor tokens?
Yeah, you can get them online at the very least. I bought one.
All right, nobody buy it. Wait for me to get it first so it doesn't run out.
Please wait until after the showcase where Mute has enough free time to buy that.
Yes,
and
I'll
then
just
go
hop
buy
down
one.
there.
Yeah, before I get anyone's hopes up, I don't know if they're downstairs. I think they are, but they're definitely online.
Yeah,
So-
3
And
minutes of a-
they're very dense. They're like heavy. Like it's very nice.
All right, who loves exactly, what is it, 12 battery
Oh my
animations?
god. Which are what, 8 seconds each?
Yeah, they're 8
7?
seconds each. It's
So
3
what is it?
minutes and
7 or 8?
12.
What's that? Quick
So-
maths?
So suffice it to say, if anyone needs to go to the bathroom, grab a
now's a good
snack,
time.
do anything.
There's
You have-
water at the back left if you need it.
You have 3 minutes. Go ahead. Go nuts even. We are just going to sit here as Mute gets the rest of the collectibles in the fortress.
So how is everybody doing today? This is the perfect time for everybody to chit-chat, do anything you want, grab popcorn.
Everyone having fun at
good?
Quakecon? Yeah.
Yeah!
I will say, because this is a little bit of a lull, I am super excited to see how all of us at Modern Doom Speedrunning tackle Doom the Dark Ages. That is going to be such
very
a
interested.
nice hunt, especially
be fun.
because it'll be the first Doom game to release since I got into speedrunning. So, be coming at it from a new perspective.
All
Yeah,
4
you-
of us here have been here with Eternal for the past 4 years and beyond, some of us.
I came in a year late.
In Meta, you were saying?
Yeah, so I mean, Hugo has mentioned in Dark Ages we're going to be like an Abrams tank, you know, stand
yeah.
and fight. Which
We're going to
is-
give that tank nitrous.
we're certainly going to try. I'm very excited and optimistic about what we can pull off in that game. After our casual playthroughs.
Yes, after our casual playthroughs.
After we speedrun it without playing it casually first, yes? Yeah, for those wondering, one of the reasons why people pick up speedrunning and why we do it is because we fell in love with the game so much casually that we're just like, I want to expand this experience. How can I play this more? How can I have a goal to obtain? And for many of us, it's get a faster time.
That is exactly how I got here.
So if you're that type of YouTube commenter who's like, why don't you slow down and enjoy the game? Oh, trust me, we have several times likely, and we love it so much that we want to push it to its absolute limit.
Yeah, there's just always a question in my head of like, how can you do this better? How can you kill the important enemies quickly? What are the best ammo routing? What's the best movement routing? And there's just so much depth at every turn throughout this game.
Yeah.
Every single second you're focusing on like, what do I need to do next? How do I compensate for the discrepancies in ammo versus optimal routing?
Oh my god, is that the Unmaker?
Is this the Unmaker, the most hyped up weapon in the game that does nothing?
What are you talking about? We used it exactly one time.
Yeah, we do use it one time, and if you use one more bullet than you're supposed to, your whole run is dead.
Hey, it does look really cool.
It looks
Un-
cool.
It's not necessarily that the Unmaker is bad for speedruns. It's just that when compared to the BFG, which is, by the way, per shot, a free room clear, it's just lacking.
So we're going to swap off of it, because even though it's nice to look at, it's just not that good. I'm sorry.
If it had either its own ammo pool or, I don't know, it would need some kind of ammo situation change.
Which, don't get me wrong, casually, very fun to use. I used it around, had a blast. It's just, unfortunately, unoptimal.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to see some sexy movements starting out with Necrovol Part 1.
Do you do the chainsaw on the spider here?
I do not do the chainsaw on the spider here. I do something I think possibly is a little more cool, but who knows?
Okay.
All right, let's take Mute's
About to
word
see
for
some
it.
swag.
Come on, let's see it.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's pretty good.
That's nice.
That is pretty nice. Was that like a ramp chain?
Oh, I space pop.
Oh, that's a ramp hop.
I space bar that.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, quad damage. Tyrant doesn't really stand a chance.
I'm not picking up that kick with a Kako because I have a lot of ticks. I don't need any more.
56 is pretty good here.
Oh, I thought you were being like 56 techs on the Arbalist. I was just like, what?
56. Are
Oh,
there
is-
56 Kakos in the game?
I don't think they're.
Give an Archvile enough time.
Okay, I know we at several points in the community were asking this from a routing question and thus like noted it down, but I've forgotten every single time. Oh, by the way, fun fact: after this button, there's just ammo in this
Oh, there's just
pile
ammo
of
right here.
bones.
Pom,
Yeah,
pom.
see,
It's free.
60 ballista, it's free.
It's free.
I don't know why they wanted to hide it so much, but we are so glad it's there.
I think art just the art people weren't paying attention to where the ammo was when they added that.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
I'm in the gate.
Uh,
So sad.
Okay, so weird thing about this gate, you're more in practice. Speedrunners are more likely to be above the cage and glitch out slightly. This is one of the few opportunities where it's working as intended, which
Yeah, this cage bugs out a lot.
it's actually it's a little bit of a meme how it's because of how we just jump into it that the intended route's the less common one. All right, we're on to our next boss fight? Question mark. With
Boss
color.
fight. Let's say it's a
It's like
boss
a
fight.
mini boss.
These eyes
Yeah.
open up in a random order, so you want them to open up on the outsides first
This
so that
one
you
and
can
this
go
one?
into the inside and use your Crucible. And with the Crucible, there's a trick where you can slash them and instant kill them without actually costing the ammo of the Crucible.
Yes, basically how that Crucible animation cancel works is that if it is not a glory kill animation and it can die by some other means, you can
Bruh.
just swap out of it.
We get the two inside ones.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
not ideal.
The worst variation.
Oh,
This is bad RNG, but yeah.
Oops.
Oh, I don't think. So, you got it?
There you go.
There we are. See, and if you look down, he still has 2 Crucible.
Yep. And
Still 2
two.
Crucible.
And how are you canceling that there?
Just change to a weapon as soon as you
Yeah.
shoot and then change weapon. There's a slight delay, but not much.
Yeah.
Tricks and traps. We're going to try to get as many ticks here as possible, just
Yep.
to everybody
So,
come in.
Mute will just stand in the center here, bait these enemies in to get the level challenge. This is
Seven
just
is
7
great.
out of 8. That's not bad.
7 is like, yeah, that's as
That's
good
really
as you
good.
can get.
I've gotten 8 there like twice in my entire lifetime.
I'm happy when I get 5.
5 is good.
I try to get 7 there. I just don't trust the other arena. There are
Yeah.
only 2 chances to really get it. And
I
the
like
other-
to roll the dice.
How does that work out for you?
Yes.
Things happen.
Hey, I want to say on the whole, I think I gotten pretty consistent over it when I still ran. Oh, This is the only instance of energy shield vacation in the run.
Oh, he uses it in Urdak whenever he's hunting.
Really?
For the Doom Hunter.
I use it twice.
Okay, so while this combat's going on, this is all stuff we've explained before. Energy shield vacation is basically if you punch during an energy shield while keep holding like the energy shield button, you can just swap to another weapon and use that as if the energy shield is still out.
One more person.
It's very neat.
One final victim.
In case you're wondering, that does work on Curd Patch, so if you try that at home.
I was going to say, that trick seems really useful if you want to use it for like
Wait,
an
but
alternate
they
nightmare
patched
or
it out.
something.
They
Yeah.
did patch it out?
Oh, did they?
Oh, they
Yes.
did.
Okay.
Yes,
never
we,
mind.
yeah. It's gone now.
That was
it's
a-
'cause
that was a very late
because
addition.
it was too OP in battle mode, which is totally justified.
That's
Oh, yeah.
very much fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being-
But it's okay. They patched that out, but they patched in another crazy tech called Bulldozer.
Oh.
If you are curious of what we mean, watch a Tag to Any % run. Shoutouts to the real Paisano. She dominates those DLC Any % categories.
Unbelievable.
Well, now I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, but basically, Bulldozer, for those curious, is a way of basically triggering the energy shield bash on every possible frame.
Every frame you do damage.
Yes. And at 250 frames per second, you can just melt some enemies instantly. Like, I'm not joking. Like, Armor Baron, an enemy in the DLC, highest HP pool in the game if you include armor, dies instantly.
Yeah, and by the way, if you want to watch more speedruns of this stuff, so obviously you can find us all on our YouTube and Twitch channels, but you can find speedrun leaderboards on speedrun.com. Search for any Doom game or any other game, and there's probably a leaderboard for it, including like guides and resources and
And
stuff.
if there isn't a leaderboard for the game that you're interested in, guess what? You can just petition the speedrun.com people and be like, hey, I want to make this and do it myself, and
Yep.
you'll do it.
Bit of a technical arena here.
Oh, yes, we're going to get into the Destroyer Blade to kill 2 enemies. Then
This will
these
trigger the
guys will
next
spawn in the
phase.
back.
That's the only one for the next phase.
And then 1 BFG, and it should get both Doom Hunters out of sled with just the splash damage, and now we have to get a Doom Hunter glory kill for the level challenge. So Mute will just do 1 lock-on for a setup with a...
Nice.
Nice.
He
First,
180
that's
perfect for
great.
you.
Yeah. Doesn't happen super often.
I
You are
do
higher.
very much appreciate how you work into micro missiles tick while the BFG is going off. That is just awesome.
Okay,
Why, thank
so
you.
we're entering Necrovault 2, and Necrovault 2 has a very complicated level challenge where you have to get you have to get a blood punch on something that kills other things around it. You have to do that 5 times, and we're going to use a combination of a few things so that we get blood punch over and over and over. We hopefully end at the very beginning with 4 of those 5 done.
Yeah, this is one of the best. I believe this initial routing was done by, I think it was Zero Master, right?
Mirror Disaster?
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's awesome.
So yeah, that meat hook being mastered is instrumental to getting this blood
4.
punch challenge
Yep,
done
4.
quickly.
Oh.
4 is perfect because there is a free tick in the next arena. Oh, by the way, we don't have to animation. I guess we didn't explain animation canceling the secrets, right?
Nope.
Think about it this way: if we are already in an animation, like swapping mods or weapons, it will not trigger the secret animation. So we just swap weapons right before.
Yeah, I mean, basically a lot of the baseline of a lot of the tech in 2016 and in Eternal is overlapping animations or somehow like breaking animations.
All right, are we ready for the true power of the Unmaker?
All right, this is some foreshadowing. We use Unmaker here, finally. Wow. It's
So the way how you want to explain this, Mute, or
I think it'll explain itself.
yeah. So
Infinite ammo.
So yeah.
haste gives you infinite ammo for every weapon except the BFG, Unmaker included.
However, this was patched out, so
This-
you have to play on a down-patch version to actually get infinite ammo with this. Otherwise, this weapon is totally useless.
Oh, so it was unintentional then.
Yes.
Yeah, it was unintentional. They did patch it out on the tab. I believe it was patch 4.
But it's so cool, though.
I know.
It
It's
is
so
cool.
cool. It's so nice.
And unfortunately, it was just a bit too strong.
So sad.
All right, moving on. We have the hardest glory kill challenge in the run.
Lead checkpoint?
Are you sure
to
you
you.
don't want a low checkpoint for
Okay,
it?
so
check
Mute
my phone.
accidentally fired 1 bullet from the Unmaker, or 1 shot from the Unmaker, which now means you cannot use an extra BFG because you need that 30 ammo.
Yeah.
You cannot fire with
So,
29.
so we only get 1 chance to glory kill this archvile from the left, and if we mess up, we can't. This is the only archvile in the level for this challenge.
Got it.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you're playing this on Ultra Nightmare and you miss that challenge, your 100% run is now dead.
Yeah. We as a community do, in like most cases of when that happens, do allow you to force close the game in order to try it again just for sanity's sake. But when there was, I'm not joking, like about 1.5 years of runs before that rule to where it was just dead.
Similarly, at the end of this level, you have to get a Tyrant Glory Kill from the back, and that is only one chance to do it, and there are so many things that can go wrong in that
Yeah,
one.
one and done Glory Kill challenges are 100% UN speedrunners like worst nightmare. Almost like an ultra nightmare, huh?
You could say that.
Thank you.
That
There's
joke
a
hurt me
lot
plenty.
of this.
Hey, if you want,
Bloodshot's not even here.
okay,
Oh,
hey,
boy.
Bloodshot gets my puns. Shoutouts to Bloodshot, by the way.
Yeah, wish he was here.
He was a pioneer of the any % restricted category, which we use as a basis for the rule set for this category, 100% restricted and applicable for everything. Dude's just overall a legend. Wish he could be with us here now, but unfortunately he just missed our messages, so he couldn't make it. Too short notice.
Back in the day when it was no major glitches, I started it off at like 2.5 hours, and then Bloodshot just comes in and just like takes 30 minutes off.
Oh, are you going to do the fun strat here?
Yeah.
Which one's red?
Oh,
Oh.
wait, this route. Okay.
I'm not going to do the punch boost, but I will do the little switcheroo thing. I don't think we have a name for that strat, but
The switcheroo?
yeah.
Okay, it's called the switcheroo now. Congratulations.
Congrats,
So-
you named it.
Yeah, you did it.
I named it.
So these are Eyes of Kali boss that are here. For some reason, died to 1 Arbalist. We get a chain. Oh, was that a death warp into a chainsaw?
Yep.
Holy, that is. Oh.
Where did that come from? I guess I touched the death plane.
Oh yeah. So the strat in there is basically to hit the death plane to skip over the trigger for that cutscene, but Mute unfortunately just barely touched it after the chainsaw and triggered both of them.
So here's that Tyrant Arena, which a ton of stuff's going on. There's a carcass that might put a shield in front of his rockets and mess him up. This is ugly. I hate this arena.
So Mute will do a very precise setup, getting this Tyrant and Glory kill, and if all goes according to plan,
Whew, nice, we got it.
Nice.
we are all
job,
good.
Bubs.
The run is
Dangerous.
saved.
So many world record paces died on that.
No blood fuel? Okay. Thank God.
Delayed it just enough. Okay, we're gonna wait for these Kakos to start spawning, and then this Baron has to die. This is one of those encounters where it's like, it's very particular with how the encounter is designed. Like, you aren't designed to kill that many things that quickly. So if you kill the Baron before the Kakos start spawning...
Whoa.
Oh,
That was
damn.
fast. Oh.
Yeah.
That was fast. The encounter will just break, and basically you'll have to kill, like, I'm not joking, like 8 to 10 fodder demons just to even, you know, continue.
Now we're going to enter my favorite level in the game. Such a good level.
Oh, you are all in for a treat.
If you're still here, this is going to be great.
Urdak
So,
has the
Second last
smoothest
level
movement.
already,
This
by the
is-
way. I
this
don't know
is-
what time we're at, but
This is debatably the best level in all of speedrunning, and no, I am not exaggerating.
No, it's so good.
So this is basically the most open level in the game, Urdak. We're in heaven now if you want a lore update, because the angels are controlling the demons, so now we gotta, you know, destroy the angels, or whatever.
something like that.
Yeah, it's along those lines. So Mute
a
here
lot of fun
is...
movement.
Yep. We're going to get into the first common encounter, which is budget timers. So Mute will try to optimize his downtime with the timers by farming micro-missiles ticks. Just waiting for things to spawn in, looking for demons, not able to find it.
Huh?
I know where that
Where,
got went.
where are
I
they?
think they all disappeared. They got scared. Okay, so that's the first wave. That triggers the next timer for the next things to spawn. So, of course, they'll farm more micro-missiles and wait until they get to a certain part in the next phase. And you know what they're going to do? This encounter ends up just being too scary.
Yeah, let's leave.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
See ya.
There's too many
Skedaddle.
demons. So, normally, the way towards there gets unlocked after you beat the encounter, but why do that when we can just sit there, wait for everything to spawn, BFG, and then just skedaddle? Oh, by the way, good cut speed.
Thank you.
Nice.
Let's see if I can hit this. Some nice movement here. Oh, man.
Just one missed bunny hop input, and it's all your momentum gone. This game is brutal like that.
I'm gonna do some fun stuff right here.
This level has such a progression in terms of routing. It's changed a lot over the years to get to its current state, of which it's still basically the same from like a year and a half ago, surprisingly enough. We were just that good with routing it. Kind of shameless self-plug, but I do have a video on my channel going over the history of this category and this level specifically and how all our changes influenced it. It is a very neat story. Alright, so this one Kako is just being a little bit of a pain. Mute will just arbalist it on the way out.
This is a hard arena. Another one where so many things can go wrong.
This is heavily optimized. Basically, these Maker drones, which are a new enemy that drop health and ammo whenever you headshot them, it is our godsend because now we don't have to waste times on chainsaws. So and they're actually the trigger demons, which is why we kill them first. And then, nice, very good. Now we're going to see why after we get out of the top. Oh, by the way,
See ya.
that Baron's the only demon required in that encounter.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I don't think I've seen this
Stopped
before.
at the door. Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
I just
Never
kept some
seen
good
that
speed, man.
Okay, so now this level is busted open wide in terms of routing potential, because we have 3 rings that we need to destroy. We're supposed to get this one first, and it is the closest, so we are going to do it. So first things first, this Marauder dies. Then we're going to get obviously. Normally you have to align the ring where we put Vega into the Heaven system so that, you know, they don't. But instead, we're just going to...
See ya.
Nice. Good job.
But he's not done yet.
Oh, we're going again.
All right, so
Yep.
there is an encounter there.
Oh!
He has to kill. He has to kill all those enemies at the place he just left. What's he going to do? How's he going to do it?
So here's the thing about the BFG. It will travel forever until it hits a surface. So you'll see the
Foreshadowing is a
consequences.
literary device.
Yes, sir.
That's not even foreshadowing. That's just
And,
straight
hey,
shadow.
that's the arena.
Yep.
Okay, this
So-
one's dead. And now let's wait about 30 seconds and then find
Yep.
out if the other one dies too.
So 2 birds, 1 stone, or in this case, 2 encounters, 1 BFG.
Look at the top right of the screen, and does it go?
We hit
So the
elevator.
BFG is
Oh,
still flying.
There it is.
Yep,
There it is.
He killed
We
it.
got him.
Oh, okay.
We got him.
Yep.
So that arena that we shot the BFG at is now dead.
Gone.
Okay, great.
I believe that was original routing again, found by the great Zero Master.
Nice.
That BFG travels for so long. It's just in the air for so long. It's such a nice payoff.
It is one of the, how do I put it, this is what we mean when it rewards creative thinking in this game, because you won't find that in basically any other game, routing just like that. And now we are going to do the next encounter, which is one of the bigger encounters in the run, but
He's only going to do half of it, and
He's
then
only
he'll come
gonna-
back.
for a similar reason as leaving that other encounter first so that everything spawns in, Mute will do the same thing midway through this encounter. And I'll leave it to a surprise as how that happens.
Hey, you guys see this Kako? We're going to say hi to him.
Hi,
Bye-bye.
Kako.
Hi, Kako. Bye, Kako.
And we are at the other ring. That is a hole-in-one.
Yeah!
Awesome.
All the way.
Oh, don't clap yet. We're not done. We're not done.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this trick does escalate from
No, we're
here.
not done.
We're not done? No,
not
we're
done.
not done. We're not done.
All right,
Oh,
so
by
we
the
got
way,
all
that-
3 rings. You see
yeah,
them.
all 3
see the
rings.
blue
1, 2, 3.
Yep,
Yeah.
the blue, the purple, and the orange.
The blue one is totally normal.
Yeah, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with
the
we're not
devs
skipping
the
anything.
devs did not account for you to be able to skip the blue ring, so they only made the purple and yellow rings required.
Still 100%. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Where's our all cutscenes run? Cutscene percent 1?
Oh, no. Cutscene percent.
That was awesome.
So yeah, these enemies spawn in as soon as we enter the encounter because we skipped it. So 1 whiplash here, 1 whiplash here, and now he needs to get out of this arena, so he'll...
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
But...
See ya.
And he gets the
Nice.
tick, and that is the end of the encounter.
Great job.
All the way over there.
It's like we have Michael Bay here.
Shout out specifically to James Plays a Moo Moo for helping so much with that routing. He was a very, very good movement god of this game in our early days.
Former
And
record
He
holder.
pioneered a lot of stuff
He
in like
pioneered-
Mars Core and Urdak.
yeah, Urdak was James's level until Mute dethroned
The
him.
water's slowly going down, and I am in the same spot.
Oh.
Boom, out of the water, just like that.
Yeah, Mute, do you still have the community gold on this? You got like the sub 7. I'm not sure if anybody's got that.
Maybe Jack Knob, the previous world record holder.
Yeah,
has it.
maybe Jeek might have it in
But I was the first to get
in
a sub
bronze.
7 on this level.
Yes, which was a monumentous achievement.
It
in
was
terms.
Yeah.
very difficult, trust
boy.
me. Unbelievable.
And the great thing about this level, another thing that makes it so fun to speedrunners, is that it's basically perfectly consistent. Every mistake or every time loss is basically your fault, which is great for feedback because you always know what you can improve on for next time. Okay, Con Maker. Con Maker is a boss fight.
You know, I hear mixed things on this from like casual players because I did not have a problem with this boss at all. But I know some people are just like, I couldn't deal with the ground attacks.
Yeah.
How'd you guys do in your first
Fuck
run?
ground attacks.
My first playthrough, I think I struggled for like 2 or 3 attempts, and then I realized that, oh, it's the ground that's damaging me, not anything, so I just jumped up on some platforms, and I think I got it the try after. But yeah, the Con Maker, it's 5 phases. We're going to send 2 lock-ons, and then finish it off with an SSG and a Blood Punch, and that'll be every phase going on here. So, in other words, 2 lock-ons, 1 SSG, 1 Blood Punch turns Con Maker
Whoop.
Just for
into
the funs.
Gon Maker.
Gon Maker. All right.
All right.
Final
level.
Sin, last level.
All right. There are no challenges in this level. All
It
the
i-
other levels, except for the first one, had challenges.
And it has some of the best combat and BFG usage we'll see. Look at that Destroyer Blade. Placed perfectly to basically deal damage to fodders to get this phase to spawn in as soon as possible.
I'm not killing this guy on purpose, killing him after this guy spawns and BFGing in a very specific spot, that wall right there, all to make sure that that Baron does not spawn. Everything, the place that I stand, the things that I shoot at the time is very specific, and everything is extremely coordinated in this arena.
This is such a good level to cap off such a intense run because it really puts you through the gauntlet of everything you've learned. There's movement skips, there's combat, BFG, routing, and every aspect of it is tested.
Oops.
Oh.
There's a very, very long cutscene here, so we're just going to farm some ticks.
Yeah, we're waiting for that Tyrant to go through the wall.
I love to bozo slash that guy.
Bozos. Please, for the audience at home, what's Bozo slashing?
Oh, bozo slashing. So if you mod swap from a weapon onto the Crucible and immediately attack as the Crucible comes up, then the Crucible doesn't trigger an animation whenever it hits something. It just kills it. But you have to do it at a particular time for that Tyrant, like after he's come out. So I look for his horns whenever they just go up, and then I do the bozo slash, and it works.
Try that at home.
Do try it at home.
So this Pinky will spawn in here. Where the heck? Did you just telefrag it, or am I...
Cool.
Cool.
This
Awesome.
Imp's hacking.
Literally cheating.
Can we get a moderator in here?
Can we get, how many? 3 moderators in here?
Yeah,
One,
no,
two,
we
one,
have
two,
3.
three.
We have 3 I mean, if you include 2016, 4.
4? All right.
All right.
Way!
See ya.
Just
Don't-
disrespect on
don't
that.
get in
Definitely
my
wasn't
way.
punch boosting.
Yeah.
Okay, so fun thing, you actually don't need to go up there. The trigger to despawn that wall peaks ever so slightly up on that next to that invisible wall.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think you missed a BFG somewhere.
And
It's,
Con Maker, I
Oh,
should have said it. I wasn't sure.
so yeah, Mute missed picking up a BFG in the Con Maker phase. It's okay. This is actually one of the quicker encounters to not BFG, so that, like, this will probably be at most like 15 seconds of time loss, which in an hour 40 run is inconsequential in most cases. However,
Also,
if you make
no
multiple,
X-ball needed.
yeah. Was that a fun zone?
Not quite, because it did get an attack off, right? Or like it had to walk forward a bit.
Yeah,
Cool, fun
sometimes
zone.
even on a fun zone they do attack. What?
That was the best.
I'm just
The
gonna load here.
Revenant.
Oh, yeah, the Rev.
Yeah, the Revenant.
All right, let's get some
Those
ballista
ragdolls are
boost
great.
movement. If Mute does this properly, picks up the Crucible on the way onto the Tyrant, double Destroyer Blade into a BFG, wiping out basically the whole first phase of this encounter, which is, by the way, very scary.
Yes.
Now
yes,
there's
it
2
is.
Tyrants. Mute will animation cancel the Crucible by aiming at the Tyrant's head, or just above it, more accurately.
You know, Hugo says shoot it until it's dead, but why do that when you have a sword?
Slash it till it's dead. Alright, and just like that, the first encounter of this building is done, and Mute will just get over here and avoid all those enemies because they are not tracked, not required. 1 BFG to instantly clear out the first
Gonna
phase.
stand in a very specific spot to manipulate a spawn in. Free chainsaw, because why not? Needs
Yeah.
ammo.
Some spawns in this game are determined by where you're looking and where you're positioned, so that is one of those instances. Oh, BFG. Oh, and we're going to see one of the best yeet hooks in the game. I'm just going to say brace yourself.
It's timed very precisely so that you despawn a wall right there. If you
Okay.
go too early, there's an
Now,
invisible wall.
you see all those traversal sections? Why do all that?
Also, where's the
See ya.
guy?
Woo! Oh, I made it!
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yay!
And now we're going to master all the weapons we have not done challenges for by using mastery tokens, a collectible we picked up the whole way. We still have to master some things as we get into the final boss fight, but unfortunately, it's a little bit easy for someone like Mute because this fight we have down to a T.
I was gonna say that sounds terrifying.
All right, the BFG does about, let's say, 5,000 damage. Energy shield needs 10,000 damage to master. Could we see what goes on? Oh,
Oh.
that was a mistake. Sorry about that.
Really hated that rock there. Oh.
Yeah, you could see what happens. So I'm just gonna.
Oh.
Okay, well, we can do that.
You
in
can
the
do
next
that in the
phase.
second phase. Okay, so explain a little bit about how the Icon of Sin works. Is basically every time you break a body part, he will do a body part breaking animation, and these will stack, which means if he's in a body part breaking animation and you break a body part, he'll just immediately go into the other one. So we're trying to output as much DPS as possible to break all of his parts before he gets an attack pattern off afterwards.
And on current patch, he will get attacks off between breaks, which that's one of the major reasons we play on 1.1, because it's just like, it turns it into a much longer fight, but it doesn't need to be for us.
Yeah, in Icon of Sin, I believe you lose about a minute worth of time just by, him getting an attack animation off between everything. So Mute is farming Micro Missiles Mastery as all the animations are happening.
So how many masteries do we have left?
We have 2 Micro Missiles and Energy Shields.
Okay.
Yep, he already got headshot blast. This would be a time to go for the 75 headshot kills otherwise if he didn't have it.
All right,
There we
so
go.
Okay.
in order to master Energy Shield, as
Ooh,
Mute said,
low on ammo.
BFG does 5,000 damage. Energy Shield needs 10,000 damage done while the Energy Shield is out in
I
order
think
to
it's
be
10
mastered.
and 20, but yeah.
Oh, 10 and 20?
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Some increment of 2. So that's 1.
Wait, did
Did
I?
that?
No,
Oh.
you got
You
it.
got
You just
credit
didn't
for
get. You just didn't get the pop
It
up.
didn't show
That
it.
sometimes happens.
Yeah, that's weird. There it is.
Okay, nice.
All the weapons are mastered now.
He just has to
Okay.
beat the game. So unlike this first phase, there is a minimum time for this phase, which is just after about 3 attack animations. So if Mute destroys all the body
Oh.
parts by the time this next animation fades, that's a perfect Final Sin second phase. So even though he missed the BFG there a couple, he's still
Yep.
fine.
That is as fast as you can do phase 2. Even if you kill it faster, you'll still be waiting
So
just this long.
time will come up as soon as the cutscene starts, by the way.
Are we gonna do hundo check or after?
After.
We usually do it after.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can do it outside of the timer.
And that's
And he's
time. There we go. Woo!
dead. GG.
Doom Eternal, 100% Nightmare.
In
Oh.
less than 2
Wait,
hours.
100%. Let's check.
Yeah.
Let's
We
check.
gotta
Oh, yeah,
verify.
we should check. And what was the time on that?
RTA.
Yeah, what was the time on that there?
RTA. Yeah,
Under 2 hours. Are you kidding me?
43.
For a marathon setting, that is unbelievably fast.
That is so good.
And I have something that I want to check here. Let's see. First of all, let's check 8, 15, 10. That's correct. Everything here is upgraded. Here. Let's do the codexes just for posterity's sake. No. And do you guys see this beautiful, beautiful painting right here? This amazing, amazing painting. Kovac, you have something to say about this?
I'm not 100%. Yes, I believe Zeus54 is the artist who made this. He's at Quakecon. He was in this room earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. There he is.
Oh, hey!
Hell yeah.
Stand up. Take a
Yes.
bow.
Stand up, everybody
You do
clap.
amazing work.
We love what you do, man. We love this
Amazing
community.
artwork.
I love that id Software is so in touch with the community that they're able
Yep.
to take these artists' work, put it in game, do this thing. It's just wonderful. This is QuakeCon. This is id Software's stuff. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for checking out the run.
Yeah.
Some more applause for Zeus. Amazing artist.
If you were interested in what you saw here today, head to speedrun.com, search up Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, whatever. You can join our community Discord from there for Modern Doom Speedrunning. You can find guides and resources. You can look at the leaderboards, watch the world records. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever wondering where to start, we're learning a game like this. Modern Doom Speedrunning, searching that on any socials is a good start.
Yep.
Yeah, and we certainly didn't have enough time to explain everything in this game.
My goodness,
but if
no.
you guys
Not even
are
close.
interested in it, we are always happy to talk about it. We're geeks for this game, and it's just so fun to play for us.
And for those who want some more detail on some of the mechanics that we didn't quite touch on, I will say come to tomorrow's showcase for the Ancient Gods DLCs 1 and 2, where I will be doing that. We'll be going in more detail and going beyond with some of the tech.
Yeah, you can crouch in this game.
Oh yeah, fun fact.
You guys know this? Very cool.
Yeah, so you cannot actually use the menus to get crouched, but there is a crouch action. You can use it. It's glitched. It doesn't really work entirely right, but it does.
Yeah, if you just type that command in console at home, you will get access to the crouch. It is still buggy. There is a lot of stuff. In fact, you can just crash in certain circumstances.
Here, let me do it right. And you know, I'm not doing it. But okay, so do we want to do a glitch showcase, or do we want to hand it off to Zelo, who is doing the next run, Doom 64?
Let's.
Okay.
What glitches you got to show off?
Well, I have a list of them right here. If you guys want to, let's.
You know what? I think we'll just leave it to the crowd. Do you want to see some cool glitches?
You want to see glitches? Yeah. All right.
You heard that, Tech. We're gonna let it ride for a minute or two.
Sorry.
So let us go to Urdak. I need to show off something super, super impressive. So, could you imagine Doom Eternal beaten and done without dash? We think it's possible? Maybe. So previously, it wasn't. Previously, it was just straight up not possible.
So he's no clipping through.
So right
the
now
level.
Okay, I was like, wait, what's going on right here?
Yeah,
Like, what are we
for
doing?
full clarity, transparency. Mute is using cheats right now just to get to a spot that he wants to showcase in. I believe the spot you're going to was the only barrier preventing you from beating this game without dash.
Man,
Yes.
I do not know this level out of bounds at all.
Here, it's here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Mute, take it away.
So, there is something in this game called the Miracle. So, you see underwater here, this is a thing that you have to punch in order to progress. You need this to progress and go to the final level if you were to do restricted and not go out of bounds. However, the only way to do this is with dash. And for years, it was elusive. For years, we did not figure it out how to do it until the legendary Ecorn finally figured it out. First of all, we need to first of all, the reason why we didn't find it in the first place was because nobody plays on center weapon pose, but he does.
That matters.
He
This is
plays in
important?
center weapon pose.
I didn't
Why
know
does
this
this
part.
matter?
Yeah, this is all new to me.
This matters because, as you can see here, I have this sword
That's not right.
Wait.
out in the water.
That happens in center weapon pose?
Yes, this does not happen. So, for example, if I do this, it's gone. It takes it away. But if I have center weapon pose, it stays. And now this is extremely important because we need this sword to stay underwater. And if I can just swing at the right time, so there's a thing in this game called a hand state, where the sword can get stuck. Let's see. It might take a little bit, but it's very doable, especially I did practice a little bit. Let's see. Oh, not quite that. So your
He's
thumb
close.
needs to be in a very specific place. There's a very, very specific place where your thumb needs to be. Let's see if I could get it. Hopefully I can get it without any trouble.
This looks insanely precise.
There's a reason it took literally like a year and a half for a community to figure this out.
I wonder if...
So did Ecorn said you're just like jumping in the water and
Yep.
swinging?
That is a. It's honestly one of the
I wonder.
least crazy things Ecorn has said.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Thumb
oh,
state.
okay.
Okay. So the sword is stuck
That's
here.
interesting.
Whoa.
I don't think I can see my thumb quite well, but maybe this will work. So now we just have to sit here and just grind at this rock. Hopefully it works because when you know, with these little ledges, you can do what's called a ground state. So when you have a ground state, your foot grabs, and when your foot grabs, the game for just a couple frames thinks that you are on the ground. And when you are on the ground, something magical happens, and thus we call it the miracle. But you can see on the bottom, my air control rune is flashing in and out because that is the game trying to be like, hey, yo, I think I'm on the ground. Do you want to put me in ground state? But the game is saying no. This process usually takes a little bit, but this is the only way that we can get dashless to work in the game. Which, by the way, I did a full completion of this game without dash.
How long did this part take you?
This part, I mean, last time I probably got a little luckier. It took me a little shorter. But let's see. Okay, maybe this is not working.
Yeah, you might have to reset it back up.
I don't quite see the thumb that well, but so this might be taking a while.
So does the animation for the swing get caught in a different location sometimes or something?
Yes. So this one is particularly specific. Once again, if I am taking too long, please feel free to just...
Once again, this is incredibly precise, people. Like, the precision cannot be understated.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to run dashless.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on
It's a
that.
meme category.
Oh.
Oh, I think that might be it.
Is that
might
better?
be it.
That might be it.
So I just need to...
Just going to
grind.
pray real quick.
Just need to grind here. Oh, I'm technically not allowed to dash. But, let's see. This is taking very, very long. I'm not sure if, you guys could call it off at any time, but... You could,
Oh, no.
Not quite, huh?
you could hear the bubbles. Please, please, please. Anytime now. This will be my final thing that I show.
Come on.
before
Crowd. Like,
we-
Mute can do this, right?
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I think
you.
Mute just needs a little energy, crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one thing he's missing.
Just energy. Just some energy. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. The very, very specific. Doing this for Ecorn because Ecorn wanted to see me do this, right? Right, I think so. But yeah. Oh, let's see. Come on.
This is tough.
This is very tough. So there's only a very, very, very small chance that you can actually get caught in foot state. And then once you do, your sword action...
Oh,
that
bubbles.
was almost it.
Whoa.
Bubbles.
You're so close, dude.
It gets released. And just... don't know if this is correct or not. It is. It is. I can see the thumb state quite well, but... Well, I mean...
Interesting.
Here.
Huh.
Okay, I'll give this one more attempt.
Third
and then-
time's
and
the
then we'll
charm?
go-
Third time's the charm.
I'll give this one final
All
attempt.
right.
Unless we're gonna
I
call
feel
it
like
off.
Mute just needs to go full focus mode, needs to lock in. Mute. Mute.
Mute. Mute. Mute. Mute. Mute. Mute. Mute. Mute.
Mute. Mute.
You got
Mute.
this.
Mute. Mute.
I believe.
No
Mute.
chainsaw.
Mute.
No dash.
Mute. Mute. Mute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the actual run you did was like low percent, not even picking up chainsaw.
Yeah, I did a run
Oh.
without chainsaw. So basically, I mean, lots of people complain that this game doesn't have enough ammo. Well, you're really going to complain about that if you play without chainsaw.
Yeah.
There's a famine mode cheat code that you can unlock in the game, just by playing it and getting all the secrets. It's basically like playing through the whole campaign with that on.
Yeah.
And yes, you can just skip the chainsaw or the dash, and the game will not give it to you later. It just assumes you got it.
All right.
And so you need that like arm stuck state, right? Like I see you have the sword out in the water. I'm assuming you can't just swing it.
Yeah, I mean, potentially this has something to do with mission select, but I think I'm going to have to call it off after. Let's see. Let's give it 10 more tries. 10?
1. Oh, we're doing that way.
Oh,
Okay. 9.
2.
That doesn't count. 9. I
8,
don't want to
3.
take up Zilo's time at
Oh,
all.
no.
7. 6.
5.
4. So specific.
3.
That doesn't count. 3.
2.
Maybe it's where I'm doing it. 2.
We're going down to the wire, people.
And 1.
Nah,
Okay. Well.
darn.
And last one.
Last one. Well, it's called a miracle for a reason. No, not today, but
no miracles
Mute.
today.
I'm so sorry.
That's too bad.
couldn't get it to happen.
Mute. Mute. You need to give these people at least something for their time. How about you show them
What about
sausage
Jaws?
skip?
Alright, sausage.
So, show them
Sausage.
sausage skip.
Okay, yeah.
So
sausage
this is
pretty
not a
cool.
category we were running today, but Mute is a renowned any % restricted runner, and this is the sexiest skip in the game, and it's at
Absolutely.
least what we can give you as a consolation prize. So you
Alright.
remember that encounter we did? You don't have to do it.
Yeah, for any percent or for like movement percent that we showcased last night, you can just go over it, and
Yeah.
there's an awesome route
Mute,
for it.
take it away, dude.
Let's hype it up. Let's hype it up. 2 boosts here. 2
Through the
boosts
ring.
here. Hit this ramp. And oh.
Off we go.
And do I make this?
Precision bolt. Oh,
You got it! Let's go!
Woo! Sausage!
Nice.
So if you were running an any % restricted run, you'd be doing that. It is one of the best skips in the run. Well, Mute,
Well,
any
nice.
final words you want to do?
Final words. Shout out to twitch.tv/Rytro_.
Oh, shut up. I was just about to do that to you.
I got you first. I knew you were going to do that.
Twitch.tv/MuteD6_. You can see more runs like this. Give him a follow. Follow his YouTube too. He releases shorts content
Sometimes.
covering a lot of stuff in the game.
Just fun stuff. Do you guys enjoy the run? Yeah? Yeah!
Good. Nice.
Beautiful. I'm so glad you guys enjoy the run. Let's see, you guys have any more shout-outs, you two, before
Yeah, I guess I'll just say if you guys have been enjoying like the speedrun showcases, you know, if you have Twitter or whatever, like tag at Quakecon, say, you know, speedrun was awesome. Otherwise, yeah, again, you can come find us on speedrun.com, search up Doom Eternal, search up whatever. You can also find us on Twitch at Modern Doom Speedrunning, all one word. Yeah, come hang out.
Yeah, we want to do this next year, too, so make sure leave us a like and subscribe.
All
Go
right.
back. Do you have any aim trainers you want to plug?
Oh, geez, I don't know about that, but just thank you to the Quakecon community, everybody who's here, everybody who's watching on Twitch. This is an awesome game to play, awesome game to run. Even if you're not interested in the speed run of it, just replaying it as casually is fun. So I hope you guys get a chance to enjoy it as much as I have.
Yeah, and make sure to stick around for Doom 64.
Zelo's Run. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all. Good night.
Excellent run there, dude.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh.